Well,
Anyone at all?
we were like following a trail, like of kobold skills, I think, and then we ended up finding a fox stuck on a bear trap.
Nothing
Yeah.
happened before that point?
Oh, before that, way before that. Okay. Well, we were Falcon's Hollow, right?
Do you
Anyway,
guys remember why you came here? Why are
Yeah,
you in the middle of
we're
nowhere?
the plague. We're
The
trying to
plague,
trying to like
yes.
get rid of a plague, right?
Alright,
Yeah.
so the party came to Falcon's Hollow to stop a plague. Did they just Captain Planet it away, or what happened?
Found out it was from a water, right? Water source, yeah. And
You
talked
guys
to this
found
like,
out that someone dumped mushrooms into the local water well, yes.
yes, and like talked to this alchemist. Told her to bring like three ingredients.
Do you remember
Yeah.
what those ingredients are?
I have them.
It's elderwood, right? Ironwood mushrooms and the rat's tail. Is that it?
Oh, you can roll
We
me an
need
intelligence check if you don't remember. Your character might.
we need elderwood moss, rat's tail root, and iron bloom mushrooms.
About
Rat's
half a
tail
dozen to
root.
around 7 or so, like 6 or 7 or so iron bloom mushrooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was not all you discovered.
Well, they're missing kids.
Indeed.
Yeah, they're missing kids, and one of the kids is the mayor, like the I don't know, the boss of the place. Yeah, it's his kid. So yeah, like five of them missing,
One of the
and now I
missing
have to find them.
children is the son of Durin Creed, who is the owner of most of the lumber and basically every other building in Falcon's Hollow, because this town is a company town.
All right.
Everybody
Yeah,
here works for the
that.
lumber barons in one reason or another. So when the lumber baron's kid goes missing, you know it's a bigger deal than, everyone dying of plague. Was there anything else that
Mhm.
you think noteworthy happened last week, or?
So we set
Trying to
off
go to a
along
wizard's
the
hut.
road
Sorry.
and we went to a burned orphanage. We found a spider in the basement and two silver daggers and some wolf's bane. And then
There's
we
also a
found
dead lady, right?
yeah.
There's a dead
And then
lady
we
there.
yeah,
Come
and
on.
it looked like she had gotten like clawed or like her throat had been bitten out or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
we think it's a werewolf. And then we found the kids' campsite, and there was blood and kobold scales leading into the woods. So we followed that for a while. We found some dead fairies nailed to a tree, and then that was near the lumber camp, so we spent the night there. And then the next morning we set off, and we saw a fox in a trap. And so a couple of people went over there to help it, and we were attacked by the hobgoblin. And then we fought him and tied him up and took his weapons, and now he's leading us to the witch's hut in the woods.
Anyone want to add anything to that?
Oh, I paid him 2 gold in order for him to hold on. Yeah, I paid him 2 gold to guide us to the witch's hut. He's unbound, but he is disarmed.
Indeed. So you guys start heading in that general direction. As you're
Mm-hmm.
doing so, could you guys roll me a perception check?
Someone else
Anyone
do
who
it.
wants to.
19.
Holy shit, you fuckers are perceptive. Alright. Well, as you are following a hobgoblin around, your eyes will notice that he appears to not be the only person wandering aimlessly through these woods. As about maybe like 100 meters or so to your left, you are going to see. Your mic's muted, by the way.
Hello.
Would you like to describe your character?
A not too tall for a half orc.
Is that
Wearing
it?
heavy scale mail armor, and on his waist a large metal club and a wooden shield on his back, painted white with a few little dents in it, a few little bits scraped away, but nothing too damaging on it.
What do you look like? Are you carrying anything? Eye color, hair color. Like help everyone else visualize what your character looks like.
His hair is his skin tone is not really green, but like normal orcs would be, but a little bit lighter toned. And his hair is a little scruffy, but nothing bad. It's brown.
Perfect.
Small little beard. And nearly head to toe covered in, or from neck to toe covered in armor.
And you will see this fellow seemingly wandering around the forest. How does party respond? See this random half-orc. Do you ignore him? Do you walk past him?
Is he
I'm
just
going to roll around on my zebra.
He looks quite
I'm
lost.
I'm gonna say, what are you doing?
Half-orc, you
I'm
can see the bunch of fellows whose description I imagine you heard on the VOD. Turn around towards you. What do you do?
I was looking for a town based on a little advertisement that I saw about curing a disease or plague in a town. And I get off the ship and I got lost looking for the town.
Well, you're far too north for that. The town's way down south, about 20 miles.
Huh? Is it okay if I travel with you guys for a bit? I no idea where I am, and I'm not very.
We're going to see a witch.
Witch. Why do you need to go
Yep.
see a witch?
For some potions, I think, to cure the disease.
Oh, you're also here to cure the disease.
Yes, and also to look for missing children.
Have you seen any along the way, stranger?
No, I haven't seen anything really.
Well,
Yeah?
would you like to roll a perception check to see if you maybe have?
I don't think that's necessary.
You didn't really give me a backstory, mate. You just said I'm lost.
That's the story.
Alright.
All right.
Not much. It's just an idiot who's lost.
Alright, yeah, you haven't seen any kids.
All
What do you
right,
guys do
so-
with this homeless half-orc?
I mean,
So, you want to join us? Or are you going to go your separate way? Because, I mean, we know how to get to the town. You don't.
Is it alright if I go with you guys?
Yeah, sure thing. As long as you don't murder us in our sleep.
If you do, I'll be very upset.
Uh,
It's okay,
Don't
we'll be
worry.
dead. But still, don't do that.
Even if I tried, I'd probably mess up.
Aw, our half orc has confidence issues, guys. Yeah. Go. We'll get you there.
Grug is just gonna look at you guys and say, "And how come he gets to come along, but as soon as I meet you guys, you beat the shit out of me?"
Because I still have an arrow sticking out of my side.
Okay, well, it's not
Because
my
you
fault
attacked
he's.
us first.
Well, it's not my fault he's wandering around this forest naive as a bear.
I mean, but it is your fault that you fired an arrow at us without
If you
trying
saw a
to.
hobgoblin, would you fire an arrow at them?
No.
I
Then
wouldn't.
you're an idiot.
Exactly. So why would we trust you?
Oh my god, you're all idiots. And he continues forward.
Hey, that's not very nice.
You're not paying me to be nice.
Yeah, I'm sure
Well,
that's extra gold.
Wait, you're getting paid for this?
Yes, and he holds up 2 gold that you guys paid him.
Well, I paid him.
Yeah, that's the bard paid
Yeah.
him. Alright, so to Mr. Half-Orc, do you fall in behind the rest of these fellows, or?
Yeah, I follow not directly behind them, but a little bit to the side.
Alright, there should be a token for you guys, on the map right here. If you double click it, you should have editing permissions on it. So you feel free, you can name the token, you can, what's it called? You can give yourself auras. There's different bars in there. You can fill those bars out with things like hit points, or your lay on hands charges, or anything else you want to fill the bars with. And I'll just
and
copy those tokens onto the map whenever we
what
encounter
did you
shit.
say your name was?
Oh, my name's Laren.
Laren.
Laren Fane.
Would you like a drink, Laren?
Oh, drink?
Oh god, no, not this again.
Sure.
I hold out
I
my last.
strongly advise against that, my dear half orc.
Alright, Laren, you
Yes.
can roll me a wisdom check to know what this is, if you're interested.
Oh, no. I'm just gonna blindly drink it.
You're just gonna blindly drink it. Okay, please
Oh
roll
my god, here we go again.
1d10,000, because your character might just die at this point.
It's just a drink. What's the worst that can happen?
It's not a drink. It's literally not a drink.
It's wild magic in a
Oh
bottle.
my god. It's
This is the
liquid
greatest
magic.
day of my life.
This is my favorite magic item. Hold on, let me go grab the fucking list.
I just
Well,
have
good
one
luck. I hope you
question for
don't
you.
die.
If you
Okay,
had the chance to change your fate, would ya?
what did you roll? 80, 98? Let me scroll through this giant table. 80, 90. Okay, Mr. Half-Orc, where are you standing as you drink this? Are you on a horse? Are you on, like, the forest floor, or? Mr. Half-Orc?
He just popped out.
God damn it! You rolled something interesting.
Alright.
I
This week.
Why are people not showing up today? Like, the dwarf is missing, Mr. Halo Grunt pops in and out of existence, and Jay appears to have vanished. God damn it. Is it too much to ask for, like, 5 hours of people's time?
It's like more than a quarter of a day, so. I mean,
Okay,
no.
is that too much to ask? Because
Eh,
I'd like people to be here. I normally DM for, like, a party of 6.
I see.
Everything was
I don't know.
fine last week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
week.
You were just disappearing.
We're still.
So
I can go with the three
he's
of you,
back.
but like, you're
He's
not gonna
back.
survive. Okay,
Oh Lord.
Mr. Half Orc,
Hmm.
are you there?
Back in the video call.
Hello?
Howdy.
Everything just cut out for me for a minute.
Okay, do you think you're stable?
Yes.
Okay, I was asking you. You decide to drink the fuck it juice, right?
Yes.
All right. Where are you standing as you drink this item? Are you standing on the ground? Are you currently next to the horse? Are you on a horse?
I'm standing on the ground, probably about 3 feet away from someone.
Okay. You guys are in a forest. You drink this alcohol. You don't feel any different per se, but you just see a giant, large, hay-packed wooden crate just manifest in one of the nearby trees, and it's got the word fragile written across it in big, bold letters.
I call dibs.
Just inside the nearby tree.
Yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead with yeah, your
I
dibs.
ran over
I'm
and
gonna stay
I
back.
and I try to scramble up the tree to
Roll
the
me
box.
roll me a climb check.
Oh, this is great. I have a +6.
And now keep in mind your armor check penalty. Unless you're stripping before you go up the tree.
Wait, is this box actually there, or do I just see it?
Yes, you will, or well, all of you. Well, is it really there until you touch it? All of you basically see a large wooden crate manifest just
I rolled
sitting
a
in one of the nearby
9.
trees. Okay, Balder walks over to the tree, and the tree says no.
Well, that's just
The
great.
trees. Oh, okay.
You do not feel you'll be able to climb this high in the armor you are wearing.
Okay. Does anybody else have? I don't know. I kind of don't want to try it.
It's
Is there
only
any
like 5 feet
low-hanging
up.
branches?
It's
Can
only
I
5 feet up.
can I
Oh,
stand on the
I could-
back of Dave?
I could just reach it myself. I'm 6'4".
Oh, you're 6'4". Jesus. Okay. Did you just
I
try
did
and
That's
call
grab
that's
it?
orc.
dibs.
Half orcs are like 6 to 7 feet.
Okay, half orcs are not 6 to 7 feet. Half
Oh,
orcs
that's
are
what.
human sized, maybe slightly a bit up.
It's a basketball player.
I
Half
Well,
orc.
I read
unless you want to be a basketball player, exactly.
I read from the book 6 to 7 feet usually.
All
Maybe
right.
they changed that then. Fair enough. But okay, would you like to try and take this crate out of the box or out of the tree?
Yes.
All right, you reach over. Again, it's a fairly large wooden box. It's maybe 5 feet by 5 feet. It's like secured with nails, and you'll see the word fragile written across it in bright red letters.
I go up and try to carefully lift the box out of the tree and
You
put it
are
on the
holding
ground.
All right, there is now a wooden box on the ground.
I'm gonna take one of those silver daggers that I found and
All
try
right.
to pry out open the top real
Can we
careful.
wait? Can we wait on that? Can we wait on that? Can I cast? I'm gonna cast detect magic.
I'm glad you guys are more interested in this box than saving the town. You cast Detect Magic on the box. It radiates faint illusionary magic, as well as
Ooh.
faint conjuration magic.
Oh shit! It's okay.
I'm gonna keep opening it.
Okay,
Hey,
are you
what?
sticking? How are you opening? Are you like standing back? Are you like taping your dagger to the end of a pole? Are you just hacking at it? Like, how are you
No, I'm
opening it?
trying to pry open the top
All
with
right, so
the
you're like
dagger.
kneeling down
I
next to it and using your dagger as like a lever.
Yes.
I just put my hand on his back. You want to use this? And I hold out a crowbar.
Oh, someone actually
Nice.
bought a crowbar.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Okay.
Actually,
That's
and then I
handy.
had to do it with the crowbar.
All right. Uh, roll me a reflex. Roll me a reflex save, I think, would be the applicable thing right here.
Right, would that be just a reflex
Yeah,
save?
1d20 plus your reflex save.
11.
11. Okay, wonderful. You put your dagger, or the crowbar, tiniest bit below this thing. You inch it off ever slightly, and suddenly the crate bursts open in like a shower of glitter, completely covering you from head to toe.
Well, it did say it
Oh,
was
wow.
fragile.
I'm fabulous.
You
Look
have
at
been
me.
completely covered in shiny glitter. It gets in everything.
I'm just amazing. It's great.
The entire box is basically filled with glitter. It's what you have created.
That's great.
Does it come off?
Oh yeah,
Or
it's
no?
a box. It's full of glitter.
Okay. All right. Well, there's nothing else in it. Nothing else in it. It's just glitter.
Unless you want to go digging through the glitter, but no.
Okay. All right.
Can I fill one of Dave's saddlebags with glitter?
Are you just taking the saddlebag and shoving like 2 pounds of glitter in there?
Well, I assume I can like scoop it with my hands.
Assuming you want to cover your gloves in glitter, yes.
Well, I'm already covered in glitter.
Alright, do you have any particular preference for color?
There's colors. There's different colors.
See GIF.
Can I just get a bit of each?
Alright, you fill Dave's saddlebags with a rainbow of color.
No, only one of them. One
Which
of them I
color?
keep. Can I get like a little bit of pink and a little bit of blue, and then like a little bit of gold?
Okay. Rest of party, you are beginning to think that your fighter's gender change has affected him more than physically.
Yep.
Well, you've only known me for like a day before this, so as far as you know, I could not change at all.
That is
For all
true.
I
Yeah.
know,
And
he-
I don't know.
he's
I
always
think
been
we
a
should
woman,
seek a
because I've known him
professional
for
after
a solid
this.
minute.
Yep. Alright, you fill your zebras saddlebags with glitter. Please write that on your
Alright.
character sheet. I expect this to come up
That's
at
gonna
some
be
point.
useful. I don't know.
You have magical glitter.
I do not regret my decision.
Alright. For
All right.
reference, if you had rolled 1 less, it would have been highly toxic gas instead of glitter.
Oh dear lord. All right. So where do we go from here? We're gonna go move on.
Where do you guys move from here? You guys kind of stop to look at the paladin. There's a hobgoblin kind of staring at you guys as you're all
I
like
say,
digging through glitter.
I turn to Hobby and I go, "Hey, let's keep going."
I have a name.
Well, I don't know it.
It's
I
Grug.
literally just told you 5 minutes ago.
It's
I
Grug.
don't have a very good memory.
My name is Grug Knife Tongue.
Greg, okay. Well, Greg, let's go.
He shrugs and starts leading you guys forward. Do you follow?
Yep.
I'll follow.
Alrighty.
Oh, what time is it? Is there like a?
Yes,
Time-
I have
time
been
check.
keeping track of time. It is currently 12 noon.
All right. Okay.
Alright, you guys continue forward for about an hour until around like 12:30 or so. And then you finally get to this grove. And let me grab the description for that. So, despite you all being suddenly covered with glitter as you approach this area, you will see Grug kind of stop you guys maybe about like 100 feet away as he just kind of points forward into a grove. And you're gonna see like the sounds of the forest, like the The sounds of deer, like the rushing of water, the occasional growling of a wolf, just become incredibly distant as you approach. You're going to see the trees part and opening into a small, almost perfectly circular glade. You're going to see the nearest stands of pine, island, and darkwood, all which are fairly typically sturdy woods. The trees twist away from the clearing as if bent by some impossibly strong wind, or seemingly in an attempt to flee despite their paralyzed roots. At the glade's center squats an ugly cottage, little more than a pile of twigs, roots, and ivy stacked upon mud walls. From the thatched roof dangle bundles of gnarled roots, old dried beast carcasses, and knucklebone bangers, all clattering together like gruesome wind chimes. You're going to see a dozen or so small Soon fetishes, each shaped like a tiny man, a tiny imp, or that of a rearing serpent, stand propped up in the yard, keeping guard before a rickety plank door.
I think that's the witch's house.
Grug is just going to point in that direction and say, "Have fun."
Thanks, Greg.
And he is just going to start marching in the other direction because he doesn't want anything to do with that.
Oh,
Does he want his
okay.
weapons back?
Are you giving him his weapons back?
If he asks for them
Hold
back.
on.
No, he's not going to ask them back. He just wants to get fucking out of here.
All right.
Hooray!
All right, leaving you guys at the edge of a clearing. What do you do?
Huh. Okay. This looks creepy as hell. Yeah. It's definitely the witch's house. Can I use detect magic again?
Your detect magic only has an range of about like 100 or around 60 feet or so, and so you're not
Yeah.
going to detect any magic this far out.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's a cone of basically 60 feet that you can shoot out.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I'm gonna start making my way for the door.
And I'll follow.
Yeah. I'll follow.
All right, so what is your guys' marching order now that we have a slightly different party? Which order are you guys walking in? Who is leading and who's following?
Want to go first, or bard?
All right, so Kestrel's leading the way.
And I'll follow.
All right,
I'll be
Balder's
the third
behind.
on the group.
All right, and you
I
have
just
the paladin keeping up the behind.
Yeah.
just sort of trailing along.
Alrighty. Do you guys do anything as you just walk over the door?
How
I
far
checked
away?
to see what. Sorry.
Uh,
Can I check to see what bones? What creatures' bones those are? Like on the
Roll me
thing?
a knowledge check. Roll me knowledge nature.
Oh, I don't have that.
You see they are
Wait.
various
So wait. How do you?
bones. You would imagine they are like humanoid creatures. Some definitely
Oh.
don't look humanoid.
Okay. Okay. That seems promising. Anyway, I don't say anything. I just look. I don't know. Yeah. I just look with my brows like. Yeah. Again, almost against each other. Yeah. Very curious. Very um, weary. So yeah, and then we move on.
The clearing itself is roughly around 120 feet diameter with the 15-foot cottage at the center. You're going to see a number of like scarecrow-like effigies propped up throughout the glaive. As you guys approach the cottage, you can see that the moldering door has just completely rotted off the hinges. Like it is like there aren't any hinges anymore. It's just wood. And it's like almost fused with the side of the cottage.
How far away from the cottage are we?
How far away do you want to be?
Okay. How long is the clearing?
About 120 feet.
We just go to like the end of the clearing then, I guess.
Okay, you guys are at the edge of the clearing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm still making my way towards the door.
Okay,
Yeah.
the bard starts walking ahead of everybody.
I'm gonna start following
Yeah,
a little bit behind the
I'll
bard.
follow.
Okay, the party makes their way to the center of the clearing.
All right.
And once we're about 40, 50 feet away from it, I'm gonna try to use Detect Evil that direction, towards the cottage.
Once you're 50 feet away from the cottage, you use Detect Evil. A very, very slight evil coming from that cottage, definitely.
Oh Jesus. I'm gonna use detect magic.
You can detect. Roll me a spellcraft check, because there's going to be quite a few auras coming off that cottage.
Okay. Wait. Give me a while. How do you do that again? I'm sorry.
Do you remember how to roll a skill check?
I don't know how to do that. Yeah. But like, what mods or what?
All
Yeah.
right, so go on your
mods am I
character's character sheet. If you want skills, go down to spellcraft. So you're going to want to look for your total bonus on spellcraft. So this
okay. It
is
says
your so it's your ranks plus your intelligence plus everything, and just look for the total modifier.
Okay, it says here it's 8, so
All right,
that's
so
what
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
roll
use as a modifier.
Yeah, so you're gonna roll a 20-sided die, and you're gonna add 8 to it.
Okay, I got it. Oh
Natural
Jesus.
1. Oh boy, this is the most haunted fucking place you have ever seen. There is every school of magic coming off this cottage, and they're all just incredibly overwhelming.
Oh
This
my
is like
God.
detecting magic on a deity. You are completely overwhelmed. Rest of the party, what are you guys doing?
So I tell that to the party. Yeah, that information. I just relay that.
All right.
Can I just call out and just go, hello?
In
Anybody home?
In what language?
I'll do it in Elven.
All right, you call out hello in Elven. No response.
I shout hello in common.
No response.
Orcish?
No response.
Goblin?
Let's just
Surprisingly,
knock at
no
the door,
response. You guys knock on the door. No response.
Is the door
locked?
It's not there's nothing to lock it. It's like the hinges have been completely rotted off ages ago.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess we
Can
open
we
it.
see inside?
Like,
yeah.
There's currently a door in the way.
I'll open the door.
I was gonna say,
The door itself is pretty stuck, but you figure if you give it a good push, you might be able to break it down, or just heft it aside.
Want me to push it down?
Sure.
Roll me a strength check. So 1d20 plus your strength bonus. Okay,
18.
How do you drop kick this door?
I'll step back a little bit. I get a running start and just shoulder slam into the door.
Bang! You smash it open. The door just completely clatters to the ground, and inside, you guys are immediately you are overwhelmed by just the smell in here. It is dank. It is reeking of all sorts of weird ass smells, and obviously, it is quite filled with shadows. Does anyone have dark vision?
I do.
You do.
I believe I do.
All right, so the two of you guys looking inside with your dark vision, you will see that haphazardly hung shelves line the walls. They're covered in all manner of clay jugs. There's some clouded bottles. There's some weirdly cut rocks or other crude curios. There looks to be like a bone grinding machine over there. You're going to see a giant rusted iron cauldron with a mouth that's nearly like 5 feet wide and like 3 feet deep, just in the middle of the center of the room. It's got this design on it of like leering devils. Right across from the door against the far wall, you'll see a high-backed wicker chair with like the gigantic curved tusks of some sort of beast, and it's just it's got like thousands of human teeth just incorporated into the chair. In the chair sits what looks to be a corpse, wrapped in filthy burial linens, its form padded with pungent herbs, and it is currently sprouting patches of thick white mold. What do?
I'm gonna cast light so that the rest of us can see.
All right, you cast light. Suddenly,
Yeah.
everybody can see that description I just made.
Witch is dead.
Not necessarily.
It's wrapped, right? So we can't see like the face or anything.
It looks like a mummy, almost just wrapped up
Oh,
in
yeah.
burial urns, and it's got all this like white mold everywhere.
Are the arms
Okay.
wrapped up? Or are they
Com-
separate?
Completely wrapped.
Okay, so
What's
just like
the-
in a seated position.
In the seated position, yes, facing the door.
It wasn't like
Okay.
bond. Like there wasn't any. Is there any evidence of like the body being like the arms or the hands being bound?
You might need to go
No.
over and investigate it. You're currently like 15 feet away.
Okay, so is it okay? Like, do we all agree? Like to
I'll go
go
with
closer?
you.
I'll stand
Alright.
back at the
I
door.
wouldn't suggest touching the body. However, I'm gonna
Yeah.
take out my dagger to use as a prod.
All right, so everybody's walking inside except the fighter.
Just in case, I'm gonna stand like inside and next to the doorway if I can. I
Okay,
just
so
have my shield and mace ready.
the fighter's outside, the paladin's in the doorway, and you're sending the two squishy characters ahead to investigate. Okay, just making sure.
hmm
Hey, at least I'm ready.
Alrighty. What do you guys do?
Oh, what's on the?
Well-
You said there was a table in front of the witch.
Indeed, there is a whole bunch of crap here. There is like every which way. There's just a crap ton of random crap lying everywhere in this cottage. You figure it would take like several minutes just searching through all this nonsense. There is there's what looks to be like a tree over there. There's like some glowing rocks over there. There's a pouch over there. That looks magical. That looks like Eye of Newt or something. Like, there's a whole bunch of random crap in this hut. It would take you several minutes to search through all of it.
Well, let's investigate the witch first and see what
All right,
if
you walk
there's
over to the
actually
body.
Yeah.
All right, you see a corpse wrapped in linens. It smells
Okay.
horrible.
Are you gonna? I'll prod it. I'm gonna prod it a little bit with my staff.
You start hitting it with your staff. It gives about as much.
Not too hard.
All right, it gives about as much as flesh might.
Oh, okay. All right.
Are there any other stains on the cloth, the wrappings aside from the mold?
Oh, there's like some flowers. There looks to be like really old flowers laying on it.
Okay, but no blood or anything like that.
No blood, no.
Oh yeah, I remember. So now that we're closer, like were the hands or the limbs bound by like rope or anything?
You're gonna see what was probably arms coming off the chest of this figure and just laying on the armrests of the chair, and all of it is very much highly bound up.
Okay. So yeah, this wasn't done willingly. Hmm. I think I'm gonna go check the cauldron. There's a big cauldron, right?
Yep, there is a giant cauldron just in the center of the room. It is 5 feet wide, 3 feet deep. It's got this weird
Okay.
inscription on it.
I'm gonna go check inside. Like, I'm gonna go peek, like, inside it.
You're gonna like take the lid off, and you're gonna like
Oh,
look
there's a lid.
inside the cauldron.
Maybe not yet. I think I'm gonna go focus on the body first. Anyway.
So is that a yes? You walk over to the cauldron, or?
No. I'm gonna stay, like, investigating the body. Yeah.
All right, you continue staring at the body. Kestrel, what are you doing?
I'm gonna investigate the items on the table.
All right. You again. There's multiple tables, and they're all full of multiple items. Are you guys?
Well,
Are you just scanning it with your eyes, or are you like searching through all this?
I mean, you said that. I mean, scanning with my eyes is there's a bunch of stuff on the table, so I guess I'd be searching it. Yeah.
All right, roll me a perception check as you do so.
Hold on.
Mr. Paladin, Mr. Fighter, you guys doing anything or just chilling?
Oh, I'm gonna slowly start inching forward.
All right, you tippy toe your way forward.
I'm going to look around the outside of this house, see if there's like cellar doors or anything.
None that you can see. You're welcome to roll a perception check to look around further if you'd like.
All right.
16.
16 on a perception check. Hold on, let me open that. You start looking around. You start. And again, are you just scanning at everything, or are you like rummaging through the stuff?
I'm gonna rummage through this stuff. Do I recognize any of this stuff anyway?
Oh, absolutely. You're gonna recognize that as, hold on, 21 to grapple you.
What's
Okay.
grappling?
Is that a yes or a no?
What do you mean? Is that a yes or a no?
Does
20.
it,
Yeah.
Okay, just making
Yeah.
sure. All right, so you
Oh.
start rummaging through all this stuff. You recognize, you're like, oh, hey, I've seen this sort of like magical powder before. But then suddenly, out of nowhere, Mr. Wizard, you're going to turn around and you're going to see that cauldron that you very much wisely decided to not investigate, almost like sneaking up behind Kestrel in like a very comic, like a cartoony style thing. And just like the lid comes off and like. Basically, the cauldron like Kirby inhales Kestrel. Roll me initiative.
Okay.
Well, let me go grab generic map number 427. Actually, I'll just reuse this map because that's easier.
And these are really bad rolls. Oh my god.
Let me just reuse this map.
I forget. Are there initiative bonuses?
Yes, you have a bonus on initiative equal to your dexterity modifier. There could be a whole bunch of other crap that adds to it, like if you have the improved initiative feat, but in general, it's just going to be your dexterity modifier.
Okay. On the character sheets, it's under INIT?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so Dave is over there. You're over there. You're at the door. You are in the cauldron. You are over here. Boop. So feel free to roll your initiative and then add your token to the big ol' list of initiatizing tokens. On add turn. There we go. Let me put that on the token layer. Not too back. Let me give that thing a token. And this thing
It's not inputting.
Sometimes it takes a while. You can't input initiative at the same time someone else is inputting initiative.
Oh, okay. Alright.
And the cauldron gets a 6. All right, everybody initiatized?
Yep.
Wonderful. All right, so Baldur, you are outside investigating, looking for a cellar. You are looking around, possibly for flowers. When suddenly you hear a clanking sound and then possibly Kestrel screaming. How do you
All right,
investigate?
I'm gonna draw my sword,
All
and
right.
then I'm gonna get to here to get to where I can go in the door, and then I'll go
Remember,
to
you only have a
here.
speed of 20 feet. So pulling out your sword is a move action. Oh no,
Oh,
actually no,
yeah.
you're a fighter. You can pull out a sword as you move. Never mind. So yeah, you can totally pull out a sword and take 2 move actions. Do you want to go there?
Yeah.
Okay, so Baldur, you pull out your sword, you check past Mr. Paladin as you run into the room. Again, there's a bunch of stuff everywhere, and you're gonna see Mr. Bard being eaten by a cauldron. Mr. Wizard.
I believe where I am was 40 feet, correct?
That was 40 feet. Yeah, so that was 2 move actions.
Right.
Oh,
So,
So
yeah.
normally your speed is only 20 feet, but you can cash in your standard action to move again, which is what I
Well,
assumed you did.
my speed is 30.
Oh right, you're not in heavy armor. Never mind. Yeah, so you can
Yeah.
totally get into melee with 2 move actions if you'd like.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. And then I'd like to just swing at him with my short sword.
Oh,
Short sword.
absolutely then. Sorry, I'm so used to fighters having heavy armor.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine. It's okay to be different. All right, roll to swing. 6.
It's a
All right.
6.
Unfortunately, you hit a nearby wall.
I cannot roll above like a 10.
Alrighty, so fighter misses. Mr. Wizard, it is your turn. You see Kestrel being devoured by a pot.
He's not fully like inside the pot.
Well,
Is he?
currently in the middle, he's currently being mid-grabbed at the moment because you're reacting faster than he is.
Okay. Shit. Can I pull on his legs? I'm gonna pull. Yeah, I'm gonna pull like whatever's like still hanging out of the
Alright,
pot.
so you're going to run over
Yeah.
there and you're going to start pulling on him?
Yep.
Okay, roll me combat maneuver. So combat maneuver bonus. And you have to beat
Okay.
the bonus of the cauldron.
Okay. Wait. Okay, that's CMB, right?
Your CMB, yes.
Okay, I don't have that.
Okay, well, do you have any bonus to it whatsoever?
I don't think so. It just says here
You have
0.
no
Yeah.
base attack bonus, and you have no strength.
Oh, I do have. I mean, I do have a 0 to my strength mod.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 0 plus 0. You have no bonus to this. Alright, so you go
Yeah.
over there and you try and pull on him. Unfortunately, your arms are just not up to this task. You are not strong enough to overpower this cauldron. Mr.
All right.
Paladin,
Okay.
what would
I'm
you like
going
to do?
move up over here, which is my full 20 feet movement.
That it is.
And am I able to try to pull him out on this side, or do I have to be on
Absolutely.
that?
Again, are you pulling
Okay.
your mace out or are you shoving your hands in there?
I'm gonna try to. So the cauldron has a lid that's eating him, right?
Yes, the cauldron itself is about 5 feet deep, and he's currently like mid-lid at the moment.
I'm gonna try to put my shield in between, like, a little crack in the lid and push up.
Okay, roll me CMD. If you'd like, you can move, instead of moving there, you could move here instead, and so you'll be flanking with Mr. Wizard and get a bonus to this.
Yeah.
Alright, so flanking will give you +2 to this roll.
Okay. And then is the CMD a bonus, or?
Yep, so it's your combat maneuver bonus. So in general, this is just going to be your base attack bonus plus either your strength or your dex.
It's the CMB, not the CMD.
Yeah, CMD,
Yeah.
so combat maneuver bonus is when you're attempting this. Combat maneuver defense is if someone's doing this to you.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I get +2 from flanking.
Yes. So what is your strength bonus?
Strength bonus is +2.
Okay, so it's 1 from the base attack, 2 from the strength, so your regular CMB should be +3. However, because you're flanking,
Yes.
it goes up to +5.
22.
22. That does it. All right, so you reach into that cauldron, you grab onto Kestrel, and you yeet Kestrel out of there. Kestrel, you have just been eaten by a cauldron, which you probably now realize is not actually a regular cauldron. You'll see the half-orc grab you and pull you out of there. What would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Flare on the cauldron.
Okay, you're currently in melee. Are you alright with that? Because it might grab you as a result.
Let's see how that works out.
Wonderful. Alright, so you attempt to cast a spell in the cauldron's melee. As a result, it is going to try and nom you once again. 18
Okay.
versus CMD.
I guess I'm back in the thing's mouth.
Unfortunately, yeah, you get eaten. So you can still technically cast at it, but you will be trying to cast while grappled, which is not a fun prospect. You are welcome to try it though.
What's the roll?
To cast while grappled? Hold on. Casting while grappled. It's a very hard check. Yeah, it is. You would have to beat 10 plus his CMD plus the level of the spell you're casting. So it's 10 plus 2. So you need to beat a DC 12 concentration check to get your flare off.
I think I can pull that off.
Okay. Do you know what your bonus is to concentration checks?
It's my charisma. It's my charisma bonus, isn't it?
It's your caster level plus your charisma. Yes.
Okay, so it would be +3.
Sounds about so. Yeah. So it's 1d20 plus your caster level plus your charisma modifier.
So I'm gonna miss.
Unfortunately, you fuck up your casting. It just turns out being eaten by a giant cauldron is just not very good for the, I guess, mental health of being eaten by a cauldron. Speaking of which, as you're inside there, you start getting, like, rattled around, as it were. It's not, like, lethal damage, but you do have a splitting headache of 3 non-lethal damage as you're getting rattled around inside there.
Okay, I brace myself against the sides.
All right, you grab it. You're like trying to do it, but like it's like it's throwing you around in there. Like you figure this is not gonna kill you, but you probably can't handle more than a few rounds of this.
Okay.
Balder, it is your go.
Alright. I am going, I guess, to just swing at it again with my short sword.
All right, just want to keep using the short sword. All right, roll the hit. You don't want to try and pull the bard out.
Nice, fine.
All right, unfortunately, you cannot hit worth a dime, my good sir.
I
Oh.
cannot.
You roll terribly.
It's terrible, man.
All right, Mr. Wizard, do you have any spells you might be able that might be useful in this situation?
Ah, Jesus. You know what? I think I'll.
Do you remember what spells you had prepared?
Yeah, I do. It's just I don't think they'll be useful. So I'm just gonna cast protective ward.
You're gonna activate your
Yeah.
protective ward. All right, so that gives you an aura. Do you remember how big your protective ward is?
It's 10 feet. It's a 10 feet radius. 10
All right,
foot
and do you
radius.
know how to do that on Roll20?
No, unfortunately, I'm still on mobile. Yeah, 'cause my
All right,
laptop's so busted.
all right. Who wants to take care of the wizard's token?
Yeah, sorry about that.
All right, can someone here volunteer to take care of the wizard's token?
Yeah, I can do it.
Let me give control over
Thank you.
to Balder. All right, do you know how to add auras to tokens?
You said 10 feet?
It's a 10-foot aura, yep. There you go. Alright, and everybody inside that aura gets +1 to armor class. Do you want to move at all, Mr. Wizard? Like, you're currently in melee, but you're also providing flank for Mr. Paladin.
I'm gonna go behind the Balder.
Alright,
Yeah.
so you're gonna run over here over to Balder?
Yeah.
Alright, normally that would provoke from the provoke an attack of opportunity from the cauldron. However, thankfully Balder did that for you. Unfortunately,
Oh,
Mr. Paladin, this means you no longer have flank unless you want to move to flank with Balder.
Yeah. Move over here.
Alright, you
Get the
run
flank.
over there. You are now flanking again with Balder, so both of you have +2 to hit. What do you want to do?
Yeah,
Kestrel
try
is
to pull.
banging around in there.
Yeah, try to pull him back out.
Okay, roll to beat the CMD. So, same roll as before.
17.
Okay, Kestrel's out. Kestrel, you're out of the cauldron again. Temporarily.
Wow.
What would you like to do with your newfound freedom?
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes, you are after the paladin. You are now out of the cauldron.
Okay.
You got a ringing headache, though.
I am going to tumble away from the call.
If you want, there's something you can do called a 5-foot step, which is basically you can move up to 5 feet without provoking any sorts of attack of opportunity, but you can't otherwise move this round.
No, I'm gonna tumble a little bit further away than that.
Okay, roll me an acrobatics check.
Boom.
That'll do it. All right, you can move up to half your speed without provoking any attacks. You see the bar just duck and roll.
I move behind, and I move behind one of the tables.
Alrighty, you roll over to the side of the table here. Alright, feel free to move your token, and I'll draw you a table. Alright. Alright, that was your move action. Do you wish to do anything with your standard action?
And I'm going to cast Flare on the cauldron.
Alright, you once again attempt to flare the cauldron. There is no check required in this case. Unfortunately, however, which is kind of bad in hindsight, you cast Flare at the cauldron. It makes a really bright light, but it does absolutely nothing, as this cauldron does not have eyes. It is a construct, and thus immune to the effects of your spell. Sadly.
Fair enough.
And not seeing any bards to eat. This one is going to try and swallow the paladin. 7 versus your CMD.
It does not beat it, no.
Alrighty, so the cauldron tries to bring you in there, but you bring your hands against it and you push the cauldron away to prevent it from eating you. Balder, you're now flanking.
Alright, so that's a +2, you said?
This is +2 to hit on top of all your other regular bonuses.
If I can roll above a 2.
Assuming you can roll above a 2, yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try again. Just hit it with the short sword.
I rolled to stab it with the sword. Again, it is a cauldron made out of metal that you are attempting to stab.
Yeah.
Alright, roll to hit.
22.
Holy shit, that'll actually hit. Alright, so roll your damage. Sadly, flanking does not apply to damage, though, so this is just your regular short sword damage roll. Six. Alright, so you take your short sword. Is this like a stab, or is this like a swing slash sort of attack?
I assume it's probably like a stab. Yeah.
Alright, you take your short sword, you stab it towards the cauldron, and suddenly you just hear a very loud clang as you try to stab a metal cauldron with a metal weapon. And, if that was flesh, that would have gone right through, but as it happens, you only really just kind of dented it very slightly. You have a feeling this is not the appropriate weapon to be using against this type of foe. Out of game, this creature has damage reduction against certain types of weapons, and that includes your short sword. Unfortunately, this is like you figure you dented it a little bit, but this is not an effective weapon. Mr. Wizard, you are maintaining your cool AC buff. Anything else you'd like to do? How many rounds does that last, by the way?
It's a minute, so
It
yeah.
lasts a whole minute? Okay, fair enough. So it's up for the rest of the combat then.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do as you're hiding behind the fighter?
I have no idea. I don't know. Ah, fuck. I think I'll grab. Is there like a chair there or something?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a chair and I'm gonna chuck it like inside the cauldron.
You're going to grab a chair and you're going to throw it at the cauldron. All right, roll me a ranged attack roll. I don't think you are proficient
Okay.
with chairs, so you will be taking a -4 for non-proficiency.
Okay.
Unless you happen to be proficient in throwing chairs, in which case, feel free to let me know.
So that's a -4,
Yeah,
right?
so it's your standard ranged attack, so base attack bonus plus dex, and then -4.
Okay. So, okay. So it's just a negative. It's gonna be a -3 then, because I have like I have +4 ranged.
You have +4 to ranged? What?
Yeah.
Where are
Yeah,
you getting
from
that
my
from?
dexterity.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have a godly dexterity. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, so +4 -4, so your total bonus is +0.
Okay. All right. Rolling. It's a 1. Fuck.
Unfortunately, you smash Balder over the head with the chair, just like that fucking Simpsons
Oh, shit.
cartoon.
Ow.
I'm sorry. I'm panicking.
I'm not going to apply any damage because you're new, but you know, but Mr. Laren, you are flanking
Okay.
with Balder. Hopefully, he has stabbed the metal cauldron and has done not a whole lot. You figure the straightforward approach might not be the correct approach here.
But I still decide I'm gonna try to hit it over the top with my mace.
You're still going to try and smack it. All right, roll to smack.
22.
22. All right, does your mace crit on a 19 or just on a 20?
Just a 20.
All right, so you almost critically hit it, but you do successfully connect. So roll regular mace damage. So this is 1d8 plus your strength modifier. Hey, you forgot the slash roll part.
Yep.
All right, 5. You take your mace, you bring it down on this cauldron, and again, you hit it, and there's just like a sound, and you don't even make an impact. Like, that attack did literally nothing. You have a feeling this is not going to work.
Yeah. This is not how. Yeah, we should approach this in a less direct manner, I think.
Alrighty,
Yeah.
Kestrel, it is your go. You are hiding behind a desk, and your compatriots' weapons are doing essentially nothing.
What's on the desk?
What do you want there to be on the desk? There's a bunch of random magical trinkets.
Do I recognize anything?
Roll me spellcraft.
Well, I also have knowledge arcana.
Also applicable.
Well, they're both +5, so it doesn't really matter.
All right, 19. You start looking around for something valuable, something to throw, anything. You find a pouch of magical stuff. You figure this sort of stuff would be helpful in summoning a familiar. So you have a pouch of magic dust. Do you wish to do anything with it?
It's magic dust that summons a familiar?
Or it's magic dust that helps in summoning a familiar.
Okay, what else is there?
You see a bunch of random alchemical stuff. You see a bunch of shiny rocks. You see a bunch of
Is there any-
expired herbs. Like what are you looking for?
Is there any acid?
Would there be acid in this old hut?
You say a bunch of alchemical stuff and
Yeah, you
acid.
spy a vial of acid over there.
Okay. I throw that vial of acid at the cauldron.
Alrighty, roll me a ranged attack. Alright, 15, that hits on the money, even with the -2 from the range. So you take a vial of acid, and you chuck it. So a vial of acid will deal 1d6 damage to the main target, and everybody next to the main target, roll me a reflex save to avoid the splash.
That doesn't include the wizard, right?
No, that's not the wizard. Kestrel basically he finds a vial of acid, he chucks it at the cauldron. The cauldron is suddenly covered in acid, but a little bit of it sparks towards the half orc and the fighter, who both get hit for 1 point of acid damage.
All right.
Can you roll the damage? Are you asking for the vial of a damage of a vial of acid deals 1d6 damage, if that's what you're asking.
So 4 damage.
Awesome. All right. So he throws a vial of acid. It hits the main cauldron. It does a shit ton more than any of your weapon attacks have done as the cauldron starts partially dissolving. Baldrin and Lennon, you take a bit of splash of acid, but it's nothing major. Oh boy, this cauldron really does not like Mr. Bard. And as a result, this cauldron is going to provoke from both Balder and Laron in order to run towards that bard in order to get him in the belly again.
All right.
So this is an attack of opportunity, so you both get 1 free attack at it.
But I also get 2 because I have the combat reflexes feat.
That
so
is
I can
true. Yep. So you get 2 combat. You get 2 attacks.
Yeah.
All right, Halo Grunt. That attack hits. All right, you dent it for about a point of damage. And Balder, you get your 2 attacks. Because combat reflexes.
The first one is 19.
That's a hit.
Which actually, that's a threatened to crit with the short sword.
No, only applies to a natural 19. Like a 19 on the
yeah.
dice.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
You're good.
So that's going to be 1d6. This will be 6 damage for the
Alright,
first one.
again, you very, very slightly dent this thing.
Dwarf, I'm telling you, it's not gonna work. Weapons aren't gonna work. It's
Natural 20! Oh boy!
It's a hunk of metal.
Alright,
Whoa!
roll to confirm crit on the cauldron.
And that's with my bonus as well on this one,
yes,
right? Not
so
just the straight d20.
so it's a threat for a critical hit. So for your confirmation roll, you roll the exact same thing you just did. All bonuses included. 18. That's a confirmed crit. Congratulations. All right, and
So
crit damage, you multiply
Damn.
everything. So strength bonus times 2, dice times 2, all the bonuses times 2.
So it'd be 2d6 plus 6 instead of 1d6 plus 3.
Yep, 2d6 plus 6. Holy
13.
shit. All right, so on. That's 5. That's 8. Okay, how the fuck do you stab a metal cauldron to death, Balder? I want an explanation here.
I want to leap up in the air and just stab it straight through the pot lid into the ground.
I don't know how the fuck you stab a metal cauldron to death, my good sir, but you have just succeeded at that task. You stab your sword through it. The cauldron moves a little bit, but then it just shatters into 1,000 pieces.
I did it! Look at me! I'm not useless!
I'm just like,
out of
why? I
combat.
stand corrected. I stand corrected. I thought like your weapons were useless against that.
I did as
Well,
well.
you know, I'm pretty good at fighting, so
Good to know we can very easily get somebody who can kill a cauldron.
they're very dangerous.
You shall, from now on, you shall be called Balder, the Cauldron Killer, the Cauldron Slayer.
Yes.
Balder the Cauldron Slayer.
It's my new title.
If you want to change your Discord name to Balder the Cauldron Slayer, I wouldn't be opposed. What does party do? You find yourselves once again alone in this old hut.
Well, knowledge arcana. Can I identify what was animating this thing?
You can roll me into a spellcraft check would tell you that information.
Sure.
Lakin, you're also welcome to roll spellcraft here as well. Kestrel,
Okay,
this was an
I'll do
animated object. It is incredibly powerful magic that basically creates skeletons, but instead of zombies, it's objects. It is usually used by incredibly powerful mages to either guard or keep watch over something.
Awesome. Is there any more acid on the table?
Not that you can see, no, unless you guys want to search through all this garbage, and I'll give you a list of everything in the inn.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna
It's probably going to take like 10 minutes to just search through all this crap.
I got time as long as I'm not getting eaten by a cauldron.
All right. What are you three doing? As Kestrel
I'm gonna
begins searching through
go.
all this crap.
I'm gonna go check on the body again. Yeah.
Has
And
not
can I
moved.
yeah, it hasn't moved. Okay. So like can I detect magic like specifically on that?
Detect magic on the body. The body
Yeah.
does not detect as any sort of magic,
Okay.
but
So I'm
various items in the
gonna.
room do.
Okay. I'm gonna start unwrapping the mummy, like
All right.
head first, like top of the head first.
Does
Yeah.
anybody stop him from doing this, or?
Oh,
No.
shit.
I'm just watching.
Okay.
Can somebody like come like go next to me, like at least?
It's like, this is a mummy. I should unwrap it. All right, you
I'm
begin.
gonna
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna hold my sword at the ready while he's doing that.
All right, you hold your slightly bumpy sword at the ready as you do this, and Lakin, you begin slowly unwrapping this mummy. You're like, you pull a few things around, and just as you're about to reveal the flesh underneath, you kind of close your eyes, you pull it away, you open your eyes again, and hey, Straw, this is a scarecrow.
Oh, that was disappointing.
This appears to be a scarecrow in the shape of an old woman.
Okay. Can I like prod? I'm gonna go like back like 5 feet and like start prodding the straw, like if there's anything inside that chunk of straw.
Not really.
Like,
Some of it falls out.
not really. Okay.
It's a
All right.
scarecrow.
I'm gonna go check out the things, the items that are magical then.
All right, so you and Kestrel begin searching through everything. What do the two big guys do in the meantime?
Can I search the inside
All right,
for any like
are all of you guys
trapdoors or anything?
Are all of you guys just like turning this place inside out?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stand like right outside the door and just
Oh, it's
watch.
gonna stand guard.
See if-
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Normally, in this sort of situation, you'd be rolling a perception check. However, there's a rule in the game called a take 20, which is basically if you're not under any time pressure and you just want to search every square inch of something, you can take 20 times the time and just destroy it and just act as if you had rolled the 20, which is what I imagine you guys are doing at this point.
But not destroying.
Not destroying, but like turning over everything and the fact that everything's disorganized and stuff.
No,
You guys,
this is a ginger search.
a
of the
ginger
And we-
search.
We're
Yes.
cleaning up this house,
Are you pulling out
organizing things.
You guys are pulling janitor shifts. You're pulling out the brooms and stuff.
No, I mean I just want to know what's on. I just want to know what the hell's on this table.
Alrighty. Well, you guys will find the rat's tail. That I will give you with the searching through everything. Searching that table, you find some what looks to be some little statues, some rare stones, and maybe some miniatures. Is what it looks like. Like someone has been
Um,
carving rocks into like little miniature men.
Sorry, P-Brick.
You could roll me an appraise check, and I'll tell you how much these might be worth.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a praise check. Wait,
Roll it.
so +8. Sorry. So 27.
Oh boy, these rocks and miniatures would be worth like 30 gold as a full set. They're quite valuable.
All right, I'll be keeping them then. 'Cause I'm broke. I'm a broke wizard.
You just pocketing them without telling anybody, or?
I think Kestrel's like there, so
Indeed.
yeah.
I see him if he's pocketing them. I see him pocket them.
Yep.
I don't make any.
I
I
call
don't make any
dibs on these.
one
Yeah.
way or another.
I'm broke, dude. Yeah, like, cut me some slack. I'm a broke ass wizard.
It's
Alright,
fine. Got money.
In addition, you will also find that pouch I told you about. This appears to be a pouch of like strange dust and essential salts. You figure that this sort of thing would definitely be fairly useful to any sort of spellcaster. If you use this dust when summoning a familiar or mending a bonded item, the cost to do so is halved. Hello?
I'm just writing that in.
Okay. I can't
I'm
hear
going for a
anything.
P-Brick, sorry.
That's okay. So a spell pouch containing powder that assists in summoning a familiar or mending an item.
Yeah, so specifically for summoning a familiar or for a wizard trying to replace a bonded item, if you use these pouches as part of the ritual, the cost to do so goes down by half.
Okay. I hand that off to my colleague.
So you're giving
Yeah.
him the minis and the pouch?
I'll
What
just
else
take
is
the
on-
one with the powder that cuts the familiar and the bonded object thing. Because I have a bonded object, yeah. And yeah, my
So
staff is bonded to me, so I think I need that more than you do, maybe.
I
No,
don't need it.
But if you want to keep
detect evil, you can use as often as you fucking like.
what?
Okay,
No,
cool.
no. Oh, okay.
I whispered him
Sorry.
about detect evil.
And I'm
Oh,
answering
okay.
your question.
Yeah.
All right, so
All right.
you're giving the pouch of reagents to the wizard. Are you giving the miniatures to anybody? Are you keeping those as well?
How many of those are there? Yeah.
There's like a full set, maybe like 4 or 5 of them. Together would be worth around 60 gold or 30 gold.
Okay,
What
I'll
are-
just I'll give one to each, yeah. And the rest that's left, it's gonna be mine.
Hold on. So 30 divided by 4, how much would that be? Alright, 30 divided.
That'd be like 6.
Yeah,
No.
about 7-ish gold. So every one of you guys
7.
now has a small carved miniature worth around 7 to 8 gold.
All right.
Does that include me, or just everybody who's inside?
You guys have 4 miniatures. How are you guys distributing them?
I mean, someone else can have a miniature. What I'm more concerned on what's. Is this all I found? Is this all I found on the tables?
Well, no, I'm still describing the list. It's you guys keep interrupting me.
Oh, okay, so what else you got?
All right, so there you guys found the rat's tail. You found the miniatures. You found the pouch, and specifically, Mr. Bard, you are going to find this. Let me get you a picture of this. Do. Yeah, of course I find this on Pinterest under Christmas ornaments. That makes sense. You're gonna find this just kind of laying about, and it's detecting as magic.
Where'd you post that?
Discord. Check your PMs.
Okay.
Oh, my PM. Okay.
It detects as faint illusionary magic. It would be a spellcraft check to know exactly what this does.
Sure. +5. 25.
Holy shit, you know exactly what this is. This is a soul speaker. And it is
Okay.
worth quite a fair bit. Check PMs. And yes, that price number is accurate. All right. Do you guys do anything else? So you guys see Mr. Wizard holding a pouch. He gives everyone miniatures. You find the rat's tail, and you're gonna see the bard holding what looks to be a weird shrunken head on a stick.
And just to be clear, that it's the rat's tail root, not like an actual rat's tail.
Well, if you want an actual rat's tail, you'd probably find that here as well.
No, I
Yeah,
just
but the
want the root.
Are pretty.
No,
I imagine
you
rat's
guys
tail
find
is
the
pretty-
root you're looking for.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I activate the? Can I activate the head?
Okay. Hold on. That is the command word that you
I
know
say the
because
command. I say Tarak.
What?
I say Tarak.
All right. The eyes of the shrunken head he is holding begin to glow.
What's that?
Is there a message?
As he says, "What's that?" The eyes suddenly begin to close again, and now they're slowly glowing.
I say Tarak again.
You will see the shrunken head say back in an almost perfect imitation of Balder, "What's that?" and then stop glowing.
Okay. Is this on a? This is an amulet.
This is an amulet, yes. Though you don't have to
Okay.
wear it in order to benefit from it.
Okay.
You can tell the rest of the party what it is if you want.
I explain.
Yeah,
what's
let
it-
us know what it is.
Is there a name for it, or just a
It is called a soul speaker.
soul speaker? I explained to them what the soul speaker is and what its purpose is.
Okay, can you explain it in character?
Oh, yeah. I hold it up and introduce this shrunken head as a soul speaker and explain that it is meant to carry messages from the previous owner to a new owner, but this one seems to have only uh, this one seems to have only this one seems to have been empty and is only able to repeat the what it hears when the command word is spoken. Like, what's that? As Balder was kind enough to test out.
It's a dictaphone, basically.
Yeah. So I put it in one of my pouches.
All right. Do you mention to everyone how expensive this is?
I do not.
Okay, just making sure. All right, what does
Uh,
party do?
Well, I guess
Do I
we could
see
go to that monastery.
Do I see anything as I'm standing outside?
As you're standing outside, roll perception.
Okay.
Nope,
A 2.
absolutely nothing.
The alchemist said that there might be those mushrooms we need at
Yes.
the monastery.
You guys need 3 ingredients. You found 1.
We need iron bloom mushrooms and elderwood moss.
Okay. So yeah, I think we should go to the monastery.
All right, so party packs up, and let me move you guys back onto the overworld map. Do what do they do?
Is there? Yep. Hmm. Monastery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys start traveling in this direction.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, what time is it right now?
It was 12 noon when you got it here, so it's about 1 in the afternoon at this point.
Yeah. So
Okay.
let's head that way.
Alrighty, you guys leave the grotto, and of course your guide is nowhere to be found. You guys also know that the tree you're looking for is over here, which is 10 miles that way.
So it's closer.
And that way is the monastery.
It's 14.
Let's go to the closer one first. Yeah, maybe.
You could go to the tree and get the moss, and then like maybe spend the night in the woods, and then the next morning go to the
Yeah.
monastery.
Let's just camp out in the woods after we get to the tree.
So the party decides to head towards the tree.
Yes.
Alrighty, who's leading?
Who is leading? I think the Cauldron Slayer should go first.
All right.
Alright. I will say, however, you guys have been in these woods for a few days, so I am going to need to start calling for some survival checks to make sure you guys don't get lost. Because that is a real possibility here.
Should I make one then?
Oh, sounds about right.
Okay. How do you do that?
1d20 plus your bonus to survival.
21.
You know exactly where you are. You are not in any way lost.
And I assume then I can guide the other people.
That's exactly what that was for there. Wonderful.
All right.
All right, and as you guys are heading in that direction, can you guys roll me a 1d100?
1d100.
Mm-hmm.
Just one of us or all of us?
Whoever wants to find out the wacky nonsense that happens.
35. Feeling
35.
lucky.
35. Let's find out if any wacky nonsense happens.
We run into the same hobgoblin with another fox.
Sadly, no. Unless you want to.
Well, I mean, that would be
you're gonna
kind of
find that
ridiculous.
guy.
Same
All right.
guy.
You are going to be wandering through the woods, and you're going to come across a corpse.
Oh, Jesus.
And not just any corpse. Let me get you a picture of this guy, because this guy looks weird. Let me go grab. That's it. All right. So you're gonna be walking through the woods, and suddenly you're gonna see a corpse of a man in what looks to be like full plate armor, and it looks to be like evil full plate armor. He's laying on the ground. He looks like that. He's got like a red cloth tattered around him. There's a sword by his side. He's wearing some sort of plate or mail, and he is laying on the ground, what looks to be dead.
So we don't know
I
if
detect
Sword is
magic.
dead.
You detect magic on the corpse. The corpse is not magical. It is a corpse.
I detect
Okay.
evil.
Detect evil on the corpse? A faint amount of evil.
Guys, he's evil.
He's also
Yep.
dead.
Evil.
He's dead evil.
I assume that I'm on Dave,
I
so I'm
imagine so,
gonna.
yes.
I'm just gonna try and poke him with my lamp and see
Alright.
if he like gets up or anything.
Ting, 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 ting. Body doesn't move.
All
I
right.
go up and remove the
Okay.
helmet. Or
Yeah.
attempt to.
Alright, you walk over and take the guy's helmet off. You're gonna see underneath, let me get you a... You're gonna see underneath this guy's helmet, you're gonna pull it off, and you're gonna see what looks to be red skin and two very, like, almost devilish-looking horns. You can roll me a local check, and I'll identify this race. Or
A
this species.
demon.
Certainly looks very demonic. A religion check or a local check? You have never seen anything like this before.
Okay.
It
Anybody have
looks
any of
like a
those
human, but he's got like red skin, and he's got like curly, weird ass horns.
I mean, it would make sense that I don't know what it is based on a local check. I got lost.
How about bardic knowledge?
Yeah, bardic knowledge is not in its own thing. Bardic knowledge is just you adding half your level to all knowledge checks. So you're welcome to roll local or religion or anything of that note. Let's try and identify what this is.
10.
10. You have in fact seen a tiefling before. They are a relatively common race. Or not common in the sense, but they are about as common as, say, half-orcs is probably the best way to explain it. Tieflings are people who have some sort of infernal heritage in their body. So, like, if your dad is a demon, you're a half-demon. But if, like, your great-great-great-grandfather fucked a demon, then you're probably a tiefling.
I don't want to do that.
You're more than welcome to try, my good sir.
I'm
Does
But
he
sure
have
the
any?
opportunities
Does
will
he have any
arise at
like
some
cool
point.
weapons on him or anything?
oh yeah, there's a long sword.
Can I pick that up?
Are you guys looting the body?
Yeah. We're
Alright.
looting the body.
He has a
wouldn't
he
say
has a long sword.
looting.
He's got a what looks to be like a sling. He's wearing scale mail. He's got a heavy wooden shield, and there's 2 scrolls of paper.
I'll take the
What
paper
are-
and then I'll try to read it.
It appears to be written in magical nonsense. You can roll me a spellcraft check to decipher this.
All right. Do just that. Wait. That's a 20.
These are both scrolls of cure light wounds, as inscribed by a cleric.
Cure light wounds is described by cleric. Can I copy that down on my?
Are you a cleric?
No, I'm not.
So unfortunately, you
All right.
you can't cast a spell unless it's on your spell list, unless you have
Oh,
use
okay.
magic device. So
I see.
if you
All
were
right.
a cleric or say a paladin, you could totally use these scrolls.
Sweet.
I think I can use the scrolls.
Hello.
Hello?
Howdy. Did you guys write down what I said, or do you want me to say it again?
They're divine
Yeah.
scrolls. If it was a cleric or a paladin, he could use them.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
the
you guys
paladin-
found a longsword, you found a sling, you found a set of scale mail, a heavy wooden shield, and 2 divine scrolls of the spell Cure Light Wounds.
Are there any bullets for the sling?
There's a small pouch of about 10 bullets.
I'll take the sling and the bullets.
Okay.
Can I see those scrolls?
The paladin
Whoever has
wants
them?
to see those scrolls.
Do you hand them to the paladin?
Yeah. Here,
Alright.
here you
You
go.
have 2 scrolls of Cure Light Wounds. I don't know if has your character ever seen a magical scroll before?
Seen them, yes. Used them now.
Alright, well, you're welcome to try and use them. It'd be a spellcraft check to decipher it, and even though you can't cast spells until level 4, you can still totally use spell trigger items like these.
Hey, Half Orc, I think yeah.
He
Oh.
has a name.
Yeah, what's his name again? Oh, right.
Laren.
I can't see. Yeah,
That's racist.
it's Laren. Anyway, yeah, Laren, can I think, I don't know, I suggest, I keep those for now. You know, we don't want to, we don't want the magical device to expire or whatever. Yeah.
Well, he can use them. He can't
But,
cast his own magic till
yeah.
level 4, but he can use the scrolls now.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just, I was just thinking we have like somebody that we left back there who's an actual cleric, and yeah, I don't know, maybe he can put that to better use.
Unfortunately, your cleric is, just really fucking tired right now, so she's just kind of like in a tent somewhere over there. She might
Yeah.
wake up later if she gets on fucking Discord, but sadly not.
That might be smart. And I hand the scrolls back.
Alright, so you're just giving them to the greedy wizard.
Yeah, and I
Yes.
appraised them. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Alright, you can roll appraise on them
Oh, okay.
if you're interested in
I didn't
selling
really
these
want to do
magical
that.
scrolls.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying there could be a time that we might have to. So
Are
I
scrolls?
shall praise. Yeah, the scrolls. It's another 20.
These would be worth around 20 to 30 gold each.
Are scrolls a
Oh,
one-time
wow.
use?
Scrolls are a one-time use item, yes.
Okay.
But there are 2 of them here. Do you guys do anything else with the body, by the way? You just take his sling and his scrolls and just leave him laying there?
Does
Can we
anyone want
check how he
this
dies?
longsword?
No,
I checked the body.
my arms are too skinny for that.
He's dead.
You check his pulse? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Roll me a heal check.
Yeah, he has to wait this whole time just watching us rob him.
Weirder stuff has happened.
Yeah, that's true.
This guy's pulse is running at like 500 miles per hour. He's just sleeping really fast.
I mean, based on my
definitely.
on mine. Is he breathing?
Heavily. With a nat
1. Okay.
Well, no,
Can
I mean that's a perception.
Oh. Same answer. You rolled a
Okay,
nat
so
1.
So he is
Can I
alive.
see one of those scrolls?
Absolutely. As far as you're concerned.
We just stole from a guy who's not actually dead.
Yeah, because now you know how to tell a corpse from a corpse from a live person.
I mean, I have a pretty good way of telling a corpse from a human or from someone alive.
Yeah, just because you rolled a 1 does not mean your character knows they rolled a 1.
I shake the body.
It shakes a bit. Like there's definitely a bit of flesh still attached to the armor.
Okay.
I go up to him and give him a light slap.
Alright, you slap the guy in the horns. His head turns. He's still dead. As far as you can tell.
I think he's dead.
And what's he wearing?
He is wearing scale mail, and he has a heavy shield.
Anybody want scale mail and a heavy shield?
Nah.
No. I can use the shield.
Wizards don't really do that, I think.
It won't fit my boobs.
I mean, unless someone wants to carry this guy back, we can either bury him or we can leave him. But in all honesty, it makes limited difference to me.
Do you have a
Does anybody
shovel?
have a shovel? Okay.
Because I do.
You do have a shovel? Okay.
I don't.
Oh, I don't.
I don't. So I guess maybe we can just cover him in some leaves.
Yeah, I think let's just gather some small rocks or something. Yeah. Let's,
Does this guy have a ring or anything like that?
Does he have what on him?
A signet ring.
No identifying features whatsoever.
I'm gonna go into the surrounding woods and just start getting some rocks and just like make a ring of rocks around him, like around his body.
Alright, you get a bunch of small rocks and you create a rock around this tiefling's body. There is
And
now a
then
ring around this guy's body.
I'm gonna take his sword. I'm gonna push it into the ground, like right above his head, and put his helmet on top of it.
Alright, you make a fancy little impromptu marker of this man's grave.
I take the shield and like lean it up against the sword.
You lean the shield up against the sword.
Farewell, sweet prince.
The sounds of the forest can be heard around you.
Okay. I'd suggest we move on, since we're not going to. Do we know what killed this guy?
You rolled a nat 1 on your heal check. As far as you're concerned, he's alive.
Can anybody else do it? Oh my god, we already
I
did
make
this
a
whole
check.
ceremony.
I check to see if I can find out what killed him.
Roll heal.
What's the stat for that?
It is heal. It is a wisdom-based check.
19.
Okay.
Well, considering this man's missing his neck and there's a whole bunch of claw marks around his scale, or like like his armor is like scratched with like claw marks, and he's missing his neck. You imagine that's probably what did him in.
Yeah.
I think your ability to check a pulse is broken.
It seems so.
Do you mention
Don't
the
use
fact
the
this guy
phone.
is missing a neck to anybody else?
I mean, we should be able to see that he's
yes.
missing a neck.
Yeah, you roll the nat 1 in your perception check. You'd assume you would.
Well, I assume the things that are in front of me are actually in front of me.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Do
he
any
thinks
of you
he's
guys...
just walking around.
Does
Yeah,
anybody
just,
remember anything about last session and, ripped out
Yeah,
necks?
that's the same. That's the same injury we saw from that woman. If yeah, I mean, just so Lara knows that yeah,
Which
we
means
encountered.
the werewolves are near.
Yep, they've been here.
There's
Can we
werewolves?
check? Can we check how long he's been dead?
Well, considering he's not rotting, you imagine not a whole lot. His time has passed since he died.
Okay.
So then it might be nearby.
Yep. We need to practice caution. Anyway, I think we're I mean, I think that's it. Like we've done everything we can for the poor guy. Yeah. Shall we move on?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Keep
All
moving.
right, party starts heading north. And let me get you a new description. Alrighty. So you guys head north for another hour or so. It's around 2 o'clock in the afternoon by the time you come to another clearing. And you're going to see again, like the dense trees and thick fog, or the thick brush rather of the forest start to give way, parting almost seemingly in respect for the titanically large darkwood tree that dominates the center of this clearing. It is several times taller than a temple minaret. In one direction, the obviously ancient tree reaches up into the sky with branches like a giant's arms, while in the other, it plumes into the earth with roots thicker than a man's waist. Its limbs are broad and strong. Its bark thick and so richly colored as to almost be black. Its leaves are the size of shields. The giant thing is less of a tree and more of a giant cathedral of burrows and branches. The clearing itself is about ovular shaped, maybe about 180 feet from north to south.
Mm.
I'm gonna go check if there's what we came here for, which is the
The moss.
So you just start
Yeah, the
walking
elder
over to the
wood.
tree.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone assist the completely unarmored and helpless mage as he
Yeah, I'll
walks
follow
forward?
Can
him.
someone please? Can someone please?
All right. I
I'll
just
follow.
want to make sure the mage is taking the lead here.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Who wants to take the
You
lead?
just like shuffle backwards.
Yep. I'm very squishy, guys. I'm very squishy.
I walk up in front of him.
All
And just
right.
get my shield ready.
So the paladin is leading. Yes.
Yeah.
No. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yes.
And the four of you guys approach the titanic-looking giant darkwood tree. The tree itself is maybe about like it's got like a giant 30-foot giant trunk with a fairly few like low, easy to climb up branches that extend out from the trunk in every direction. Like it's definitely like a quarter mile straight up.
Is there any of the moss, like the
You can
elderwood
roll me a
moss,
perception
around?
check.
Okay.
Do I see anything around us that could be deadly?
You can also roll me a perception check.
Do I see any magic spring water?
You can also roll me a perception check.
I rolled a 16. Yeah.
Alright, so 16, you're gonna notice a few things. You're gonna see, there's a patch of moth, like, about similar to what Laurel described right on the back of the tree. And also up in the tree, you're gonna see what looks to be bodies hanging up on the high limbs. And, did anybody beat a 20 with perception checks at all?
No.
I think Kestrel hasn't rolled anything.
Kestrel hasn't rolled yet? Okay. Kestrel, can you please roll me a perception check?
Sure. $13.
13.
Nobody.
Oh boy, wonderful. All right, let me get you guys a picture to describe what is about to happen to you. Because
Wait, do I see anything?
I think a picture speaks of this better than words.
Do I see anything deadly with my 3?
Well, you don't see anything. Everybody else sees this come and attack the paladin.
Oh,
as this like giant serpent-like dragon dives out of the trees and towards him and begins like grappling him. Or well, might grapple him. Let's see if I hit first. So a 7 versus your flat-footed, actually.
Where's my flat-footed? My
Your
flat-footed
No,
is.
it's not going to hit you. You have a 10 minimum.
But
I have
he
a
could have
17.
he could have a terrible, terrible dex. Alright, so
I have a 17 flat-footed.
your flat-footed is 17. Alright, so
damn.
you just see like what looks to be like an almost apex predator just dive out of the tree and just face plant onto the ground next to the paladin as it just completely misses you.
I just
But
try to grab it and restrain it.
roll initiative.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
A copy paste party. You are up here.
Oh,
Mr.
God.
Wizard is
So
fairly
bad.
nearby. Kestrel, were you near the back or were you near the tree as well?
I was near the back.
Alrighty. All right, feel free to initiatize. Yeah, please don't mind the homemade maps. I made them in about 5 seconds.
That's a pretty big tree.
Indeed. And this thing
I think
has
I'm gonna do really well with my 6.
entirely possible.
Okay, we tied
However, it
for
rolls a
6.
5.
That's good.
Oh yeah, you two tied. So who has the higher initiative bonus?
I have a +1.
I have 4.
Okay, so if there's
Okay.
ever a tie, you can just put it as point whatever, and that's how
Alright.
that's how you break ties.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a +3.
All right. Unfortunately, you didn't tie with. Oh, you did tie. All right. So Bard has 0.3, and Halo Grunt has +1. All right. So Bard is going first, and again, this thing, best way I can describe it, it's like a serpentine reptile. It's nearly as green as the trees around you. It's like 6 feet long. It's got like a dragon head filled with like sharp teeth, and it's got these 2 little claws. And again, it like jumps at the paladin and face plants. Mr. Bard, how do you handle this situation?
Hold on. I cast Flare.
You're gonna cast Flare. Alrighty. Is there a saving throw against that?
It's a DC 12.
Alrighty. And what type of save is that?
Will save.
That is a will save. Alrighty. So you cast your flare at the creature. This creature is actually vulnerable to that sort of magic. So you flare, and it rolls an 8 on its will save. So it is successfully flared. What happens?
-1 on attacks for, I believe, 1 round per level.
Alright, so it's got -1 to hit for 1 round. Alright, so you fire your, you basically do a giant lens flare in its eyes. It is definitely struggling to see at the moment. Oh no, it is dazzled for a minute. Okay, so it is definitely... So it's -1 to hit for the next 10 rounds. Alright, and Mr. Paladin, how you said you want to try and grab this thing?
No, can I use a Smite Evil, a swift action, and attack at the same turn?
Absolutely. Oh, totally.
Okay, so I want to use Smite Evil, point at
Alright,
the
so as a
creature. use
swift
Smite
action,
Evil.
you declare Smite Evil upon it?
Yep.
Okay, this creature is in fact evil, so your Smite bonuses do apply. So you've
Oh
got
god, he's
your
dead.
Charisma bonus as a bonus to AC, you've got your Charisma bonus to hit, and you've got Paladin level to damage. However, this is an evil dragon, so that means for the first round, the damage bonuses are doubled.
So, and then I try to attack it with my mace.
You want to hit it with your
Three
mace.
damage.
All right, so keep in mind you have a lot of bonuses right now. So your total attack bonus, but because you're smiting, you get to add charisma in there as well.
Okay, so
what's your regular attack bonus with your mace?
+3.
And what's your charisma bonus?
+3.
So you have +6 to hit with this. All right, 14 AC. This thing has 15 AC, unfortunately. So you swing your mace, bonk, and unfortunately you hit it, but it just isn't enough to get past its natural armor.
Okay.
Do you want a 5-foot step at all, or are you happy where you are?
I'm going to get away from there.
All right, where do you want to move to?
I'm just gonna go back to to the level of Balder, like I mean,
So you want to run to like there?
no, like just back, but like we're on the same. It's
Like
it's a
here?
word. There you go. Yeah, there.
All right, so
there.
you take a 10-foot step back, And anything else you'd like
Yep.
to do?
I would like to cast Magic Missile.
Alrighty, Magic Missile does not require a target, so that just deals a straight 1d4 plus 1 damage.
1d4 plus 1. Okay.
Bang! Alright, you hit it for
Nice.
4 damage. And it definitely notices that.
Oh, fuck.
Balder, you are going to see a dragon. What do you do, Fair Maid?
Yeah. Can I pull out my lance and charge at it?
Alright, so you'd like to pull out your lance. That's a move action. And if you want to convince your horse to charge, that is going to be a handle animal check.
Alright. $12.
Dave's cool with charging. Alrighty, and you know what charging does, I imagine.
It was double the damage, correct?
No. Yep. Yes with your lance, but it's also +2 to hit and -2 to armor class for you and your horse.
Alright.
Alright, so Balder, you just charge straight at the dragon?
Yeah.
Alrighty, Balder, you couch your lance, you charge straight at a dragon, roll to hit. You've got +2 from charging.
Which is also with that +4 from base, so
Yep, so you've got +6 to hit.
12
And
again.
you utterly whiff and hit the tree with your lance, ruining your storybook situation.
Alright.
Alright, and this Talsworm, upon seeing that the two of you guys are fairly close to it, it just kind of looks in your general direction, and suddenly this like green poisonous haze wafts out from the front of its mouth, and is going to be a 20-foot cone in this direction. So you two, as well as your horse, are going to need to make a fortitude save against poison.
Right.
Do you have any bonuses against poisons?
No, I can't be put to sleep by magic. And I have
Right.
+2 to saving throws against enchantment spells and effects, but
This is
that's
not
not
an
what that is.
enchantment. This is a poison effect. The
Yeah.
DC is 12. Do you know what your fortitude save for your horse is?
I do not.
It is +6.
Alright. So it's gonna be a 17 for me.
You're fine.
And a 10.
Horses fail,
For the
and your
horse.
paladin is fail. So you guys breathe in this poison. You start coughing a bit, and you guys are now poisoned, which is going to cause some minor strength damage. Of 1 point of strength damage. Alright, so if you go onto your character sheet under ability scores, you should see something that says temporary ability scores. Laren?
I'm still looking for it right now.
Alright, see on your ability scores, just right to the right of that. Should see something that says temp score. To the left of your hit points.
Yes, I see it. Okay.
Okay, so your strength score is normally 14. However, you've just taken a point of strength damage, so you're temporarily only down to 13 strength.
And how does that affect Dave?
Dave is also going to take a point of strength damage, so his strength is going to go from 16 down to 15.
Right.
So please keep track of that. He's not actually in melee, but this will affect his carrying capacity eventually. And I will put a symbol on you saying you are poisoned for the next 6 rounds. And the way poison works is you make a save every single round. If you can make at least one save, you are unaffected by the poison. but otherwise it will last for its full duration. Alright, so if you change your temporary score under ability scores, you should see it automatically update the rest of your character sheet, yes?
Yes.
Awesome. Alrighty. So you are slightly weakened by the poison. However, Kestrel, you are completely unaffected. What would you like to do? You have fried this thing's eyes, but it has used poison instead.
Okay. Oh, where is this thing? Okay. So I am going to move up and going to huck a sling bullet at it.
Alright, you're gonna slingshot it. Alright, you are shooting into a melee at this point, so you can either take the neg forward shooting or take the fuck it approach. Your choice. So are you aiming to hit the thing and trying to avoid hitting your paladin, or do you not really care what you hit?
No, I'm gonna delay my action and start swinging.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna delay my action.
Okay, until what happens?
Until there's a clear path to the creature.
Okay, you're gonna delay your turn until you have an opening. Alright, Laren, you are feeling a bit poisoned right now. Roll me a fortitude save to try and shake off the poison.
Okay. Oh.
Where'd we go?
20,
21.
you are not poisoned. You still have that point of ability damage, but you are no longer taking ongoing poison damage.
Okay.
Okay, what would you like to do? It's your go.
Once again, gonna try to slam and hit it with my mace.
Alrighty, roll to slam with mace.
Do I still get the +3?
Yeah, you're still smiting, I imagine.
Okay. Worse than last time.
Roll it.
Oh, that hits?
No, I'm saying roll it. You're at
Oh.
+6 to hit.
Yeah. I rolled 11.
I'm not seeing it come through on Discord. Oh, there we go. Alright, 11. No, 11 is a miss, unfortunately. Do you want to take a 5-foot step or anything, or are you happy where you are? Do you want to
I'm
pull out
fine
an
with where I
item?
am.
Do you want to do anything else? Okay.
Nope.
Alrighty. Mr. Wizard. You are the only person to have actually hurt this thing so far.
I'm gonna use my bonded object.
You can use your bonded
And-
object. Alright, that will let you cast any
my
spell in
staff.
your spellbook.
I'm gonna cast another magic missile.
Okay, roll me a magic missile as another missile shoots out of your staff.
That's 1d4 plus 1, right?
Yep.
Give me a sec.
Alright, so you activate your staff and a missile shoots out of your staff.
It's a 3.
3 damage. Alright, so you are the only person to have actually damaged this creature. Baldur, you are in melee and your lance is in a tree.
Is that going to affect me if I... Well, no, because if I ride away, they'll get an attack of opportunity, correct?
If you want to turn around and flee, then yes, the creature would get an attack of opportunity on either you or your horse.
Can I stab at them again with my lance?
Absolutely. You just won't get the charging bonus.
But I still do double damage since I'm mounted?
No, the double damage is only for the charging.
Alright. 7.
Once again hit a wall. You guys are terrible at this. This fellow, however, would like to get you guys out of the way so he can get to the wizard. So he is quite happy. You have brought him a wonderful horse. He appreciates the meal, and so he is going to take a big chomp out of it.
Oh no, not the horse.
All right, 16 to hit your horse. I assume that hits.
I'm gonna use my mounted combat.
You can roll me a mounted combat. If you beat a 16, you negate the hit. That's not one.
Natural 1.
Unfortunately,
Oh, no.
this attack goes through.
Dave! No!
Dave, no.
So Dave gets kerchomped for 10 points of damage.
Oh god, what the?
Oh,
He is going
Dave.
to attempt to grapple your horse. And he has +9 to starting grapples. Alright, so 18 versus Dave's CMD. Dave's CMD is a 21, so he will not grapple your horse. But
Dave,
he
no!
does take a big bite out of it as Dave howls in pain.
I
You know
didn't
how
know
to
horses
update
could
the
howl.
which you probably hear as "Oh God, oh the pain, oh God," because you can hear him. Do you know how to update the hit points of your horse?
Yeah, I already did.
Oh, also, can you roll me another fort save for Dave because Dave is still poisoned?
Oh, Dave. And he had a +6, correct?
He has +6, yes. Okay,
24.
Dave still has the 1 point of con damage, but is otherwise not poisoned.
So he takes 1 point of damage?
Oh, no, he has the 1 point to strength damage, so his
Oh,
strength
yeah,
score is
yeah.
only 15 rather than 16, but otherwise he is beaten off the poison. Kestrel, you have been waiting, and no one's moving.
Okay. I'm gonna drop the sling bullet.
All right.
And I'm going to take out my rapier and prepare a charge for the next turn.
All right. You pull out your rapier and prepare to charge. Laren, you are still smiting a dragon, but you have yet to hit.
Okay. Gonna go in for a third attack.
Roll the hit. And his
14.
AC is 16. You may wish to consider start moving around this guy over the tree to like flank with Balder, so you get that bonus.
Yeah, I'm
So-
gonna move.
Do you wish to take a 5-foot step? That will not provoke.
Well, what if I just move around him, still in his attack range?
It's not if you leave a threatened square. It's if you move in the threatened square. So if you move like this, that will still provoke.
Okay.
I know 5e does it differently.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
if you're okay with provoking attack of opportunity, you could definitely like run into a flank like that this turn. That's only 20 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna risk it.
All right, he's gonna take a chomp at you. 10.
Does not hit.
All right, you deflect his chomp with your shield. Mr. Wizard, I think you're out of magic missiles.
Yep. Is it gonna take me a? I mean, I'm gonna go to Kestrel,
Okay.
like right next to him, and I'm gonna cast resistance on him.
You cast resistance on Kestrel, and what does
Yep.
that do?
It says here,
+1 to save.
grants a +1 resistance bonus on saves.
Alrighty. Are you seeing why I told you to buy a crossbow?
Yes.
Alrighty. You
Seeing
cast
it
a
clearly.
buff on Kestrel. Balder, your horse is bleeding. What do?
Hmm.
You can switch him to attack mode if you'd like to get off the horse. He has a grand total of -2 to hit.
Yeah, I'm going to get off of Dave on the side, like of the dragon, like right here. I'm
Alright.
gonna tell him to
Are you
run.
jumping off or are you dismounting normally? Because jumping off is a ride check.
I'll jump off.
Okay, roll me a ride check to do this as a free action.
15.
Bang! Doesn't take you any time at all to dismount your horse.
I say, Dave, run!
Alright, you yell at Dave to run. Alright, roll me a handle animal check to convince him to do that. Okay,
15 again.
determination and pain fills Dave's eyes, but he will run away. Which would normally provoke, but thankfully Lauren soaked that for you.
Alright. And I still have an action, correct?
Yeah, you actually still have your full turn. Because
All
jumping
right.
off the horse is a move action. Oh no, you only have your standard action, because convincing the horse to do something is a move action, and then jumping off is a free action. So you can still attack if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab at it with my lance.
Alrighty, so you are two-handing your lance now, yes?
Yes.
Alrighty, so roll to hit with lance. You get your +2 to hit because you're flanking with Mr. Paladin.
17.
Bang! You hit with your lance, so you're doing two-handed lance damage.
Which would
So I believe
be...
this is D8 plus 4.
Alright. It's gonna be a 12.
Oh boy, alright. 12 damage. You shove that lance through this
Nice.
creature like you're a doctor giving it a suppository. Bang!
Don't mess with my horse!
He is definitely going to notice that and is going to give a giant chomp in your direction, Balder. 9 versus AC.
Doesn't hit.
Alrighty. Kestrel, it is your go.
All right, I'm going to charge the dragon.
Alrighty, so you wish to charge. Alright, so that'll be +2 to hit in exchange for -2 to armor class. You utterly miss. As Balder's massive thing just gets in your way as he penetrates the dragon. And you just can't get any closer to that.
Okay.
Alright, Laren, you are still technically smiting.
Gonna go in for the hit this time with +8 because of the flanking.
Yep, you have a very large bonus to hit right now.
I'm still gonna manage to miss.
Only if you roll a 2.
21.
21, that's a hit. Alrighty.
Nice.
So you smack the creature in the face with your mace. So again, this is your first attack, and smite has a little thing. So normally you add your paladin level to damage when you're smiting. However, smite has a caveat where if your first attack is against an evil dragon, which this is, your smite bonus is doubled. So you're adding double your paladin level to damage, in addition to your regular damage bonus.
Do I double the original damage bonus?
Oh, no,
or
no.
Just the paladin?
I'm just saying, instead of it being +1 to damage, it's +2. For this first hit. Because paladins don't like evil dragons.
11.
11 damage! Alright, how the fuck do you smite this evil dragon to death with Balder?
Yeah.
Okay. After feeling a little bit... I forgot the word for it. Whatever. Just raise my mace up for a hit. Bring it down. Just right onto its... Or like right into its chest. Goes straight through the chest and into it. pull it out, and it falls dead.
Alright, so Deus Vult, single attack, dragon goes down. And the party is now left alone in their clearing.
I'm gonna run over to Dave and make sure he's okay.
Dave is in the corner of the clearing just going, or possibly to your incredibly horrified, altered mindset, he's going, oh god, the pain, goobs, the pain. Yes, Dave has goofy voice right now, I'm sorry. I can't think of a better one.
Dave, no! I'm gonna help you, man. Do we have any healing spells?
If only you had some
I
sort of
don't.
healing spells.
I
We
don't.
would,
I'm
but-
sorry. I can't do anything.
We would, but the wizard took them from me.
Yeah. And nobody can cast them anyway. Oh my god.
I literally told you guys your paladin can use the scrolls.
But he can't cast them until he's level 4, right?
No, I'm saying he can't cast. No, he's a paladin, so he doesn't get like natural spell casting until level 4. But the spells are still on
Oh.
his list. He can still use them.
Okay.
I thought you were keeping
Yeah.
from them for just because you were being a dick.
Oh no. I actually thought that it would be useless if just if
Oh no,
yeah,
can,
that one time
okay,
thing.
if it was, it's called a spell trigger item, which is as long as you have the spell on your spell list, you can totally use it. Like for instance, just because you can't personally cast Fireball yet, if you found a wand of fireballs, you could still use it.
Wait, so I if I read that, I can use the
If it's
what's
on
that
your
again?
if a spell is on your spell list, you can use it. Cure Light Wounds
Oh,
is not on your spell list though.
Okay.
Although a paladin can eventually learn it.
Because a paladin can eventually learn Cure Light Wounds, he can use a scroll of it, no props.
Okay, so yeah, I just give him that. Yeah.
Again, I'm sorry if that was unclear. I just thought your character was being a dick.
Oh no, yeah. Yeah, I was anyway, yeah. So I give the one of the scrolls to the paladin and, ask
The
him
wizard
to
reluctantly gives you a scroll of healing.
use this wisely.
So do you want me to
Anyways.
use them on the horse or anybody that was hit?
I think just the horse for now. Yeah.
Up to you
Okay.
guys. You guys want to use a healing scroll on the horse?
No.
Balder seems pretty upset about it.
It won't be the same if I die. Or if he dies, I won't be the same, so I meant.
Okay, so Laren, do you use the scroll now?
Yeah, I'll go up to the horse and use the scroll.
Alright, this will heal 1d8 plus 1.
Keep. Six.
Alrighty, Dave heals 6 hit points. He's not
Thank
back to
you.
full health in
Thank
any
you
sense,
so much.
but he's
I think-
crying definitely less.
I think I'm gonna use that too. I'm gonna use one of the the remaining scroll, so I can learn.
What?
Cure Light Wounds.
Okay, you are a wizard. You cannot learn
Oh, I
Cure
can't.
Light Wounds.
I can't.
It is a divine scroll. If this was an arcane spell, absolutely. But because this is a divine spell, you cannot use this scroll. Again, unless you have the
Alright.
skill Use Magic Device.
No, I don't.
Divine magic is very different from arcane magic.
All right. Okay. I got it.
Also, I appreciate the hashtag save Dave in the Twitch chat. Alrighty. Do you give the other scroll to the paladin, or do you keep it for yourself?
I'm gonna keep it for myself.
Wonderful. Alrighty, what do you guys do? You see a patch of moth, you have a dead, some sort of creature. It would be a knowledge check to identify what the hell it is you just killed. And you also see a few bodies hanging in the tree.
What
I
kind
think
of
someone
body?
should do it.
They look to be hunters from the sorts, or possibly adventurers. There's a bunch of like corpses up there. They are mostly bone at the moment, as if they had been picked clean, but their equipment's still there.
Are there any children?
No kids you can see. They look to be hunters or lumberjacks.
Did the guys at the camp make any mention of something like this out here?
You can roll me a
I don't
knowledge.
think so.
You can roll me a knowledge remembering shit check.
Well, I mean, I'm asking
How
the group.
Hmm.
Yeah, no. I don't think so. I just remember the fairies nailed on the trees, and
Yeah, and the
yeah,
guy said,
that.
and the said that his guys were doing that.
Yeah, these guys were doing it.
high up are the bodies?
About maybe like 30 feet up.
Okay, that's really high.
And
Again, there are like a shit ton of branches here. It's fairly easy to climb.
Okay.
What's that roll for?
I guess basically just remembering the same stuff we just talked about.
You don't exactly. You don't remember anything beyond what you just said.
Can I climb up the tree
Roll me a climb check.
and? All right.
$20. All right, you can easily climb up to the tree. And are you just examining the bodies?
Yeah.
All right.
See if there's anything unusual about them.
Yeah, these appear to be human corpses. Their bodies have been stripped of nearly all their flesh, but their equipment is still dangling from the half-devoured corpses. There's a whole bunch of crap here, but if you're searching them, you'll find 2 crossbows, 2 short swords, a suit of hide armor, a fairly nice-looking short bow, a fancy-looking ring, a pouch of money, and a pouch of food.
I'll pocket the ring and the money, and I'll bring the rest of the weapons down to the group.
Alrighty. Do you guys want me to repeat that again, or?
Yeah.
Alright, you guys
Yes,
find
please.
2 crossbows. These are light crossbows. You will see 2 short swords, a suit of hide armor, a very well-made looking short bow, and a giant sack full of food, trail rations.
Yeah, and then I shout to Balder, can you throw me one of those crossbows?
Yeah, I brought them all down to the
Oh,
rest
you
of you
did.
guys.
Okay,
Alright, this
All
is
right.
a light crossbow.
light crossbow.
It deals 1d8 damage.
Did we find any bolts?
I honestly, guys, I don't really track ammo in my games unless it's magical ammo. So you can just assume you have ammo for your ranged weapons.
All right. Okay.
Again, you guys find 2 crossbows, 2 short swords, hide armor. There's a short bow here that looks incredibly well made, and a sack of food. And of course, like
What's in that sack?
you see 3 human skeletons basically just hanging like pieces of meat off the tree.
Shit. I don't know. Okay. What can we do? I think we'll go to the I'm gonna go to the corpse of the dragon
Okay.
and try to examine it and see what I can find, like, that's useful from it.
Are you trying to determine what it is? Are you trying to loot it? Like, are you trying to skin it?
Loot it, basically, if like there's anything.
It doesn't. It's a dragon. It doesn't really carry shiny shit, unfortunately.
Oh, too bad. Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't really have pockets.
All right. I'm just gonna go investigate. I'm just gonna go get some of that moss that we came here for.
Alright, you walk over to the back of the tree and grab the moss.
Okay.
Is that a yes or a no?
That's a yes. Yes.
Alright, you guys can collect the moss. It's easily collected even by like an unskilled hand.
All right.
And can I count how much gold was in that pouch or money?
Yep, there is 9 gold and 12 silvers.
All right.
All right.
What do?
What time is it?
Currently, you guys got here around 2, so it's about 3 in the afternoon.
Hmm. Should we go to the monastery, or do you guys want to take a rest? Like, yeah, get some rest first.
Why don't we take a rest and we can recuperate and go, and then we can go from there, fresh.
Sounds good to
Yeah.
me.
Hmm.
Does the party have
Yep.
any sort
Sounds
of
good to me
tent?
too.
The sky.
The tree. Yeah, we're just gonna go get some shade from the tree.
You guys don't have any tents. You're not setting up any sort of campsite. You guys just all fall asleep under the tree with no guards. Okay.
I mean,
I mean,
I will
keep
stay
we
watch.
away.
set up a
I'll stay
fire.
for watch.
All right. So Kestrel, you're staying up right now.
Yes.
For how long?
What time is it?
It's currently 3 in the afternoon.
Okay. I'm gonna stay up for the next 6 hours, and I'll wake someone else up when it's their turn.
You can wake me up.
All right. So what does the rest of the party do? Just lay down on the bumpy forest floor?
I have a
mean,
bedroll.
We can, I
Yeah.
don't know, like gather some sticks and start a fire. Well, okay.
You can roll me
Yeah.
a survival check.
Oh, survival check. What's that again? Like, what's that?
That
That
is,
is that?
it is a skill. If you don't have any
Oh,
ranks
like
in it, it's a straight wisdom check.
straight wisdom check. Okay. It's 21.
And yeah, you know enough about survival to like start a fire.
All right.
All right, you guys have a fire going.
Mm-hmm.
What do?
I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna get to sleep.
All right, so the wizard
Yeah.
builds a fire and then just immediately falls asleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay up for a little while next to the fire, and then I'm also gonna go to sleep.
All right, do you talk with Kestrel about anything?
Hey, Kestrel, what did you do before you became an adventurer?
I was a busker in the city. Played music for coin. Did a little acting. Did a little dancing. Got into some mischief with my mentor. That's why he's gone missing. Unfortunately, that's why I haven't been in contact with him recently. But yeah, just
I'm sure
I've
you'll
let his.
find him.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure you'll find him.
I hope so.
Hey, Laren, wake me after your watch, and I'll take next.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm already asleep.
You're already asleep. Okay.
All right. Good night.
Are we doing a long rest?
No such thing. And
Oh.
also, roll me a perception check, guy who's staying up for like 6 hours.
Yeah, like 3 to 9's not bad.
You've been up since 4.
No, we didn't. We got up at like 7.
Oh yeah, I forgot you guys slept in today. Never mind. Hold on, I am just ordering myself dinner right now because I am really hungry.
What you getting?
I am getting a sandwich from Subway.
Nice. I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll be back in a second.
Confirm. Just 1 second. And to do. I love delivery. 10 on your perception. Okay, you might notice something. Let me go look something up.
What are the limits for getting rid of the strength thing?
I will explain that once you guys finish a rest. Because, however, right now, you guys are not finishing a rest because something is happening.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Right. Do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I rolled one too many. Whatever. So 18, 18, 6, 5, and 8. She shows up. Okay. So, Kestrel, you are standing guard. You are sitting in front of a giant tree with a giant dead dragon. It's simply laying there in front of you guys right now. I imagine the rest of the party is over here. Balder is sleeping next to Dave. And where are you keeping watch? Are you next to Dave as well, or are you just kind of laying back on the corpse?
I am. I am about here. So I'm assuming everything around is open area?
Yeah, it's you're in a clearing.
Yeah. So I'm keeping in an area where I can see and hear the best.
All right, and so I'm saying, where are you related to the rest of the party? Are you just out in the front here? Are you like in the middle of the clearing, laying up against the corpse?
I'm where I am on the map.
You're where you are on the map. Okay, wonderful. You look around, don't really hear a whole lot, but about maybe like 3 or 4 hours into your watch, like right around the point that you're like, maybe keeping one person on watch is not the best idea. You just hear like a sound coming from inside the corpse.
Of what?
A sound that sounds something like.
No. Corpse. What? Which corpse?
The dragon next to you.
Okay. I draw my rapier and I cautiously move to investigate.
All right. You look at the corpse. You're gonna see what looks to be a hole in the side of the corpse. Maybe about like. How tall are you?
5'11".
Yeah, maybe about you-sized hole that someone appears to have dug into the side of your corpse.
Okay. I cast light on a small stone. Actually, what time is it?
It's been 4 hours, so it's around 7 at night. It's still
Okay.
completely daylight.
That's okay. I cast light on a small stone.
All right, you cast light. I imagine you're holding this stone.
And I lean around the edge of the hole and I throw it in.
Okay. You hear a voice from inside the corpse say, "Ah! Ah!"
I speak with a voice of authority and attempt to intimidate this creature
What do you
to
say?
force it to identify itself. Or I'm sorry, I speak with a voice of authority and I attempt to uh, diplomatically get its name from it.
Okay. What do you say?
Um, Creature, identify yourself.
No.
If you don't identify yourself, I'll be forced to thrash you.
No response.
I don't have any wish. I don't have any wish for you to be my enemy, but
What's thrash mean?
means to bang about in a violent manner.
Like with a rock?
Yes, like with a rock.
Rocks are bad. You're mean. You're a big meanie.
That's not my intention. Why don't you come
You're
out
a
here?
big meanie poo-poo head.
That's a diplomacy, by the way.
Okay. I know. How does Kestrel react to being called a big meanie poo-poo head?
It washes off him like rain, like tears in the rain.
Alright.
Unaffecting.
Yeah, it sounds, the voice sounds kind of juvenile. Maybe like definitely childlike.
Can I see inside the hole?
You'd have to lift up a flap of skin.
Well, I threw a rock in there.
Oh, you threw a rock in there. Oh, yeah, then definitely there's some illumination down there. You see what looks to be like a small humanoid figure inside there. Though if you stick your head in there, you're going to see a clawed hand come out, grab some of the skin, and kind of pull it down like a window.
What kind of a clawed hand?
Definitely of the furry kind.
Do I recognize this creature?
Are you lifting? Are you trying to lift the sheet away?
Well, I looked in, and there was light. So if I was able to see it, I should be able to identify it.
Let me give you a, what's it called?
Or at least I should be able to attempt to identify it.
Yeah, I'm saying it's trying its best to avoid being identified right now, but you can roll me a perception check, and I'll try and get you a picture of this creature.
25.
25. Okay, you can definitely. Oh, let me. Stupid
Can
photo.
definitely
Stupid
perceive it.
photo bucket link. Hold on. Trying to get a picture of this creature. Or person, rather. You're trying your best to like look at it. She's trying her best to hold the skin in place so you can't see her. But with your perception check, you look inside, and well, you're gonna see this creature that appears to have burrowed itself inside the corpse is like covered in blood and appears to be like feasting on it. She looks at you and like her eyes open wide, and she says, "Uh-oh."
Um, I try to. I say in as calm and cool a tone as possible. Hold on. Sorry, I lost my sheet for a second. Yeah. I'm not here to hurt you. What's your? Can you tell me your name?
Stares at you like a deer in headlights.
Okay. I ask it if it's just hungry.
Nods.
In the affirmative.
Nods up and down.
Okay. I ask if it would like me to perhaps cut some meat off so it can take some with it.
Are you using this?
Well, we killed it, but surely you can't carry all this home by yourself, wherever that might be.
Kind of smiles. Is that a challenge?
I mean, you look pretty big and strong. I don't doubt that you could, but that would take I feel like that would take a while. I'm assuming this creature is, while pretty large, not that big.
Definitely like under 4 feet tall.
Yeah.
She is in fact quite. She does have quite muscles though. You can like non-natural like bodybuilder level muscles on this child.
And I say, here, I have some. Hold on, actually, what do I have?
Also, rest of party, you are welcome to be awoken by this commotion if you so desire.
All right, I do so desire.
You hear the sound of like screaming and thrashing and something that maybe smells a lot like ketchup, and oh god, that's just blood. And you're gonna notice a child-sized hole that appears to have been dug into the side of your giant peach.
Yeah, I go over to my pack, and I pull out my mess kit, as well as my dagger.
Oh my god, is that a fork?
Who's saying that?
The creature that's currently inside of the Talsworm's corpse.
I say yes, it is.
Oh my god, I haven't seen a fork in ever.
How long is ever for you?
Oh. Scratch his head. A lot of moons? Like a lot of moons.
I ask her if it's more moons than she has fingers.
Holds up her paws. Starts counting them very slowly. Starts over a few times. I is what comes after 9?
10.
That number.
10 moons. So 10 months? Yeah, 10. What's the moon cycle?
Around that, yeah.
Okay. I say, sweetheart, can you tell me what your name is?
Looks at you. Looks down at herself. And she says, Jeva?
And Jeba?
Jeva.
I don't remember that being a...
That was not one of the names you were given from the town.
Anyway, I approach the commotion. Yeah, I mean, I stand next to Kestrel. Yeah.
Yes, you can stand next to Kestrel, and standing next to Kestrel is, I suppose I'll link this picture for the rest of you guys now. Appears to be a little furry girl. She is wearing a torn dress. She has clawed hands. She has a very canine-style mouth and is wearing the remains of what at one point may have been humans' clothing, but it's very dirty and ripped and whatnot. Her hands and feet are all completely covered in blood, and she looks like she's just kind of eaten her way into your dragon.
Okay.
That sounds right.
I go like, yeah.
I reach
Okay,
into...
you go first.
Does she let me towards the dragon?
She is inside the dragon. Like, she's dug a tunnel with her claws into this dragon and just eaten her way in there. And from the looks of it, looks like she's eaten like several times her body weight of dragon, which you're not even sure how is possible.
She's not showing a bulging stomach.
I Hello?
Hello.
Go.
Yeah. Oh, thought I lost you there. Anyway, I introduce myself. I go, "Hi, my name is Lakan, and who might you be?"
Uh, uh, hold on, let me. Uh, hold on, I am looking through something.
Oh, okay.
Give me a second. Just do do. Uh, hold on. Sorry, technical problems right now on my end. Uh, uh, what? Hold on. Sorry. I don't understand. Sorry. Anyway, sorry. My phone is acting up. Anywho, sorry. What did you say?
I introduced myself to,
Oh,
yeah, to the
you
creature.
introduce
Yeah.
yourself to Jeva. Okay.
Mhm.
She looks at you. She says, "My name's Jeva. I'm sorry. I'm not used to speaking human.
Hi, how are you? How long have you been here? I didn't notice you. I was sleeping.
I've been ever since everything burned down.
Where? What burned down?
Uh,
You can come out.
you're not
I'm not
here.
gonna hurt you. Yeah, the meanie guy here. No, he's yeah. He's not
Slowly
gonna hurt you. I'm
starts
not gonna
like she
hurt you.
starts walking her way out of the tunnel she's dug into this creature. She says, "You're not with Elra, are you?
With who?
Uh, Elra?
Who's Elra? Tell me about Elra.
You can roll me a local check, and I'll tell you this information.
Uh, how do you do that? Sorry,
What is your bonus to knowledge local?
I don't have that.
Okay, you don't know who Elra is.
Oh,
Or are you
okay.
just are you asking me, or are you
I was
asking
asking
her?
her.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
asking her. I'm asking. Yeah.
And she's gonna say
Who's Elra?
she was the orphan matron up at the halfway house. She was really mean.
Oh, what did she do to you? What happened?
You see her like kind of lift up her shirt, and you're just gonna see horrific scarring on her like chest and belly area, and like across most of her legs, possibly performed by some sort of silver dagger.
Wait. Have we been to this halfway house?
Yeah, it's that orphanage that burned down.
Oh
Would
yeah.
you guys
Okay.
like to wake up the fighter so he can inform you on what is going on?
I I like without looking away from yeah from Jeba. I go down like I squat down like to her level, to her height. I pick up a stone and I throw it at yeah at the fighter at Balder.
Alright, Balder, a stone is thrown in your direction.
Ow! Why'd you do that? I'm
I don't know.
sleeping.
I just find things that I throw hitting you this today.
Stop. I get up.
Yeah. Anyway, this is
I'll
oh
walk over to where they are.
yeah, that's my friend. That's my friend Balder. He's a good person. He's a nice guy. Okay, just don't be a cauldron, because he has the affinity of destroying inanimate objects. You
I
want to say
see
hi?
that confused look on your face, and I assure you, I am a man.
Hello?
Howdy.
Kevin?
Howdy. Sorry, I'm having problems with my thumb. What did you say
Yeah,
to her?
it's okay. We're good.
I
No, I
I
just introduced
assured
during
her
the.
that I was a man, despite my appearance.
She looks at you and says, "Okay, you're weird.
Thank you.
You're not with Elro,
Who?
the the matron."
I think I may be a little behind on what's happening. What's happening?
I used to I used to be at the orphanage a few months ago before. But Elro was mean. He was really mean, and she was evil. She stabbed her. She didn't like me. She always brought me downstairs.
Where's Elra
Did you,
now?
did you happen to do
Oh,
anything to her?
She was really mean. She was bad. She was an evil person, evil woman. She bought these knives. She stuck them into me, and they were hurting, and they were bleeding, and I hurt, and I grabbed a lamp, and I. You guys can roll me sense motive here, but I think you guys can figure out what happened next.
yeah. Yeah.
There's a reason the orphanage is a smoking ruin, and you're looking at it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I got it. Hey, calm
And
down. Calm down. It's fine. It's fine. You're safe now. You're safe now. You're here
You're
with
not
us.
hunting me. You're not after me for Elra.
Has Elra been hunting you? Has anybody been hunting you?
No, but people come through these woods. They hunt monsters. There was a bunch of kids came through here a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then
Where
they
are they
came. Or no,
now?
sorry, they came through here a few days ago.
Mm-hmm. Was that the last you saw of them?
Yeah, they were heading towards Greypelt's place.
Greypout. Who's Greypout?
who?
Where is he?
He's the wolf who owns the monastery.
The wolf who owns the monastery. I see. Is he a nice? Is he a meanie?
He's he's I was his consort.
Oh, I
But
see.
not anymore.
I I I, I got away. I had to fight the other. I don't want to have to say bitches because that's not appropriate in this situation, but it is literally what happened. I had to fight through the
Mm-hmm.
other consorts. They bit me, but it hurt less than the knives.
That's
Greypelt's
because
a
they
big
were
meanie.
silver.
Greypelt's a big meanie. He owns
Now, do
this
you know?
forest.
Do you know where his hideout is? Where he stays?
Yes, it's an old human construction, I think, by the crag. It's an
Crag.
old mountain, and an old
Yeah. Where's that?
monastery, I think is the word.
An old monastery. Okay. Oh, anyone care to pitch in here?
Could you
I'm
point
trying to
us
not
in the
spell
right
this out for you
direction?
guys, but
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting the gist.
What you mean
I'm
that
getting the
the
Mm.
gist.
you mean that the guy who owns the forest who wouldn't see us is most likely some sort of werewolf?
no, Creed is not a
Yep.
werewolf. God damn it.
No,
I mean,
the
Creed, it is kind of a. It would have been a bit on the nose.
Right.
The kids are being taken to the werewolf at the monastery, and we need to go to
what's
the
his name? Wait,
monastery because
sorry
they
guys, what's
might
his
know
name
about the
again?
mushroom.
No,
It's
What's
like gray.
Greypelt's not a werewolf.
Greypout?
He's just a wolf, a really really big one.
Can
Oh,
can he talk?
Yeah,
Like common?
yeah.
okay.
I'm very confused.
Just a big
You can,
wolf.
again,
Okay.
you can roll me knowledge nature if you are confused.
I don't have any knowledge of nature.
Okay, do you not have
Yeah, me
any
neither.
knowledges whatsoever?
I have knowledge of dungeoneering and knowledge of engineering.
I
Neither of
only have
which help you
Arcana.
with relation to wolves that can talk.
No.
No.
I think Jay was the only one of us that had knowledge of nature.
None of you have any sort of knowledge of nature.
I mean, I can
No.
do it.
You're a bard, you can roll every knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That would be helpful.
Nope.
Yeah,
Not in
you've
this
never
instance.
heard of wolves talking before, apart from, lycanthropes.
This is interesting.
Uh,
Anyway,
Have you seen any mushrooms up near the monastery?
I think Greypelt eats them.
it's toxic to humans, but not to wolves. Big bad wolves.
Well, can you touch silver, or does it hurt you just touching it?
Looks at you terrified when you mention the word silver.
And
All right.
follow-up question: would silver hurt Greypelt more?
Greypelt's not a werewolf. He's just a really, really, really big wolf.
Are you a werewolf?
I think
That's pretty cool.
that's
Do you?
all I know is that I look like this sometimes, and I tried talking to some of the other kids, and I was asking about Falcon's Hollow, and they got really mad at me, and they were screaming, and everyone, and I just and then I ended up looking like this. I'm sorry.
What's Falcon's Hollow?
Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Falcon's Hollow is
You're
It's
not
the
that.
town.
It's
a
literally
town.
the name
It's a
of the
town.
server, guys.
Yeah, but I couldn't remember if that was like the town or if we were supposed to like go to a dungeon named Falcon's Hollow.
It's
But it
literally
is
the
the
name
town.
of the Yes, it's the name of the town.
All right.
All right. Anywho,
You can
anyhow,
figure this
so
girl is from the town.
yeah. Wait, what? I didn't know that. Okay.
Okay, I can spell it out for you if you'd like, but you are talking to a werewolf.
Yeah.
Yes, we are talking to a werewolf. Like, where were you before you were from the orphanage? Do you remember anything before that?
Shakes heads. It was really
No.
painful. I can't
Okay.
think. Every time I think of anything about before Eleanor, it's just fire. Lots of fire.
I see. Okay.
Well, will you be all right if you're left alone, or do you want to come with us
Where are you going?
to the monastery?
Why would you
We'll
do
probably
that?
kill the wolf. Well,
We're just
You're gonna
gonna
go
have a
kill
nice
Greypelt?
talk. We're just gonna
there's
have a
a
nice talk with
plague,
Greypelt.
so we need some mushrooms,
What's a
and they're at
plague?
the monastery.
What's a plague?
There's basically a thing. There's basically like this sort of disease or sickness like that's going around and
What's a
it's
disease?
killing people. It's something that when you get it, when it touches you, you can die.
Okay, out of character with your nature check, you're gonna know that werewolves are basically immune to disease because of their condition.
Oh, all right.
So she
Thanks
legitimately
for
has
that.
no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. Okay. You know what? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. Anybody else? Like, I don't know. have any questions for the werewolf?
I don't think so.
No, I think we're good to go meet Mr.
Great
Gray.
help.
Yeah. What time is it? What time is it? Can I like go some sleep?
It's currently around 7 o'clock at night as you all woke up in the middle of your rest.
Yeah. Okay.
I say we
What about
finish
the werewolf?
the night's rest.
What do we do with the werewolf, though?
I mean, one of us will be keeping watch anyway, so.
I still have some time left, so
Okay.
I'll hang out with Jabba and play some music.
Nice.
Oh, music?
All right.
You mean like with the rocks and stuff?
No, I pull out my lute.
What's that?
Hold on. I strum the lute.
All right. Roll me a perform check.
25.
Oh, that was your perform check. Okay. You have essentially fascinated her. She stares at you as if you were a fucking deity. This is not something she has experienced before.
Hell yeah.
The rest of the party go back to sleep and get their full rest.
Yeah. The wizard does.
Alrighty. Everybody except Kestrel. You can
Actually, no. Can I cast alarm?
you can cast your alarm. So that would have been useful before you got the encounter.
Yeah.
Reference.
Oh god, that's that's true.
That's literally
That's
the
true.
point of the alarm spell.
Okay, I'm gonna cast alarm. Like from where I
Well, it
am
only
now,
lasts
and
2 hours at your level, unfortunately.
oh, only 2 hours though.
It's 2
Yeah.
hours per caster level, and your caster level is currently 1.
Okay, so I guess I don't cast alarm.
Okay. Anyway, everybody can heal. When you guys go to rest, you heal your level plus your con modifier and hit points. And those of you who have ability damage, you can heal 1 point of ability damage. So that means I believe everyone's ability damage is gone. If you have any per day abilities, such as your rounds of bardic performance, or your smites, or your any other X per day abilities, like your bonded item, all of that resets. And those of you who prepare spells can prepare new spells.
Does Dave heal?
Dave heals, yes. So he heals level plus his con modifier. He is a level 2 creature, and his con modifier is 17, so he heals 3, 4, 5 hit points.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just send you like light horse combat stats or?
Please, yeah.
All right, because I figure I thought I've done this already, but that and scroll down to light horse.
Cool.
All right, and I'm gonna need new prepared spells from Mr. Wizard.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just a second.
Yeah. So again, you pick 3 cantrips. You pick 3 first level spells of your choice. 1 has to be abjuration, but the other 2 can be whatever you want them to be.
Okay. Can the cantrips be like any school or
the cantrips can be anything except your opposed schools.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
So I believe your opposed schools are necromancy and conjuration. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So any cantrip except necromancy or well, I suppose you could prepare a necromancy cantrip. It would just take up 2 slots rather than 1, so you'd only have 2 cantrips prepared.
All right. All right.
And you're not banned from your opposing schools. It takes up 2 slots when you want to use those spells.
Yeah.
Anywho, everybody else except the wizard, if you guys go to bed around, all right, so 7. So if you guys went to bed at 9, or you guys went to bed at 3, you guys woke up on 6 hours later, so that'd be. All right, so it is currently 10 o'clock at night. And Kestrel, because you stood up all night, you are now fatigued. Do you know what that does?
I think it's like -1 on all actions.
You are at -2 to strength and -2 to dexterity. And you also can't run or charge. So you're a bit tired and you don't get the benefits of a rest. However, it's not hugely detrimental. However, if you do anything else that will get you fatigued, will knock you down to exhausted, which is really bad.
And that's only for Kestrel, right?
That is only for
Not all of
Kestrel
us.
because he stayed up all night. Or rather, all afternoon, since you guys slept through the afternoon. It's currently 10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Is Jebba still there?
Jev is still here. She's munching on more talsworm. Or any other food you've given her. And you can actually... Hold on, who was the person who acknowledged nature?
I don't. I think it was the cleric. Yeah, I think it was Jay.
Or,
I mean,
or knowledge
Kestrel has.
local, sorry. Because it's a humanoid.
Oh, I
Kestrel
have knowledge.
has.
You can roll me a knowledge local check as you're chilling with her. 14. You're aware there's two basic types of werewolves in the world. And you're fairly certain that this Jeva person you're talking to is a natural lycanthrope. So there's two types of werewolves. There's the people who are born with lycanthropy in their veins, and there's people who are infected with lycanthropy. People who are born with lycanthropy in their veins, they have the ability to actually spread the curse and create like crazy unhinged werewolf monsters. However, they themselves usually have quite a bit of control over that curse, which is the reason that she can look like a horrific monster but not actually be horrifically chaotic evil. There's also
Yeah, and I know this might not be the same in Pathfinder, but in 5e, they assume the default alignment of their other race, so they're not evil usually, or
yes.
not necessarily evil.
That is true, yes. So natural lycanthropes are people who are born with this condition, which you can imagine Jeva is the type. She can actually spread the curse, unlike an affected lycanthropy, and she is fully in control of her form despite appearances. The type of werewolf that people usually get worried about is the infected lycanthropy, which is the people who are bitten by her, who certainly can become super strong, super fast, but they're the people who actually have to fight the infection taking them over and whatnot. And there's a whole skill you can put points in called control shape, about trying to like control your curse and whatnot. And they're the actual curse types. It's just that curse lycanthropes are like 1,000 times more common than people who are actually born lycanthropes. So most people don't know the difference between the two. And this does mean you could become a werewolf if you wanted to be like willingly bit by her, but you know, that's a different conversation.
I'm good.
Anywho,
Yeah.
party wakes up. Wizard, send me your prepared spells. What does party do? It's 10 o'clock at night.
You alright, Kestrel?
I am rather tired.
I told you to wake me up like halfway through. But yeah, didn't.
Someone's little sisters.
They are welcome to voice Jeva. I appreciate it.
Well, I guess I forgot to do that.
Anywho, what does party do?
What time is it?
10 o'clock at night.
So I
I'm still sleeping.
Okay, what time do you wake up at?
I'm gonna wake up at 7 a.m. or I don't know.
Okay, so you're
whenever.
gonna sleep for 17 hours?
Oh no.
You
Wait,
guys went to
we
bed
went
at like
we
3
went to
in
bed
the
at
afternoon.
3.
Okay, 3 in the afternoon. Okay, so I'll wake up at 11, I guess. Stay 8 hours of sleep.
Okay, party
I
goes.
mean,
Party wakes up at 11.
Get a full 8 hours.
It is.
at
It is
night.
pitch. It
Oh,
is pitch
good
black
lord.
out. And you guys wake up.
Mm.
I like
No,
to
I'll
find
Okay, so
dark
I'll
vision.
set up some stones of light.
All right, you can only
Around.
cast light on one target at a time,
mm,
unless you happen to have dancing lights.
Didn't pick dancing lights.
All right, then it's only one glowing rock at a time, unfortunately.
Well, I leave that in the center of the camp, so it's not completely dark by the time they wake up.
All right, party, you wake up. What do?
I
okay.
assume we should head to the monastery,
I was waiting
Yeah.
for someone to say that.
but I don't
Yes,
know.
please.
And then we could be there in the. Well, how far away is it?
All right, here's your overworld map. You're about 20 miles off.
Yeah.
If you guys march
So we
through the
reach
night,
it by morning.
you might be able to get there by morning, unless you guys wanted to hustle all night.
I can't hustle.
Well, you
I would
can.
say-
It'll just make you exhausted.
Okay.
I don't know if we want to fight the wolves at night. Because I
Yeah.
assume that his other consorts
Jeva,
are
I mean,
Jeva
if
will
they're
Wolves.
natural,
say
like
that.
it probably wouldn't matter what time of day it is.
Jeva will say that the other Grey Pelt's other wives they sleep during the day, but they go hunting at night.
I'm just saying because like
Oh,
I'm pretty sure only our wizard has dark vision, right?
no.
Nope.
No.
Paladin does too.
Paladin's half
Paladin,
orc.
so.
All right. Because I thought I did, but I was mistaken.
Did you not buy a torch? Did you not buy a torch?
No.
Okay. For reference,
I have a few
you should buy a
torches.
torch.
I have a few torches.
That's like adventuring 101, mate. Alright, but you guys have torches. Okay, Leo, again, Protective Ward is not a spell. Protective Ward is like a thing you always have your Protective Ward. That is a class feature you have as an Abjuration Wizard.
So I can
protection
cast
for me,
it once a day?
No, you can cast Protective Ward like a shit ton of times. It's like your main thing. Hold on, let me go grab your Abjuration Wizard thing.
Yeah.
So again, also remember you have to pick your resistance.
Resistance from a specific.
Yes,
to a
so
specific
as an Abjurer Wizard,
energy.
these are your two main things you get from your school. Every time you prepare spells, you pick a type of energy, and you get resist 5 against that type of energy. So this is the exact same thing the Cauldron had, except against energy damage. In addition, you have your Protective Ward. You can do this. It lasts for 4 rounds, and you can activate it a number of times per day equal to 7.
Okay.
This is a supernatural ability you have as an Abjuration Wizard. You don't need to prepare it.
Yeah, but what are the energy types? I have.
What are the energy types? Okay, hold on. Let me get you a big list. The main energy types you can pick from is the resist energy type. So you can pick acid, cold, electric, fire, or sonic.
Oh, okay.
So what type of energy resistance would you like when you prepare spells today?
I think I'm gonna go for fire.
Okay, so you have resist 5 fire today. So again, you can write that down to me when you prepare your spells.
Okay, so these two are like class feat, like they're just like
these are supernatural abilities you get from because you chose to be an Abjuration Wizard. You just get those 2 powers automatically. You don't need to prepare them.
All right. But there is a cantrip called resistance.
Yes,
right?
which does a completely different thing. So your school power of resistance gives you 5 energy resistance. The spell
Okay.
resistance, again, they have the same name, but they do different things. So the spell resistance gives someone a bonus to saving throws. Your resistance as part of your abjuration thing gives you energy resistance.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. I think I got it. Yeah.
All right, so what is your third spell you wish to prepare?
Okay. I'm gonna prepare. I'm gonna. I'm gonna prepare shield.
Okay,
Yeah.
so your spells are protection from evil, magic missile, and shield.
Yes.
There you go.
I,
Congrats.
okay. That's it.
Wonderful. Alrighty. Rest. Alright, your wizard has prepared spells. You guys start heading towards the monastery, yes?
Yeah.
Roll me
Yep.
another d100.
85.
Oh boy, let me go find out what an 85 is. Do 85. Uh, roll me a perception check.
All of us?
Whoever wants to.
I think half elf should. Oh.
14.
Alright.
Or,
The DC
no,
was
10.
13. The DC was 13, so Kestrel makes it. So it's you guys are heading towards the monastery, and it's about 4 in the morning when you're gonna notice something. You're gonna see like Jeva kind of tap you on the shoulder to get you to get down, and looking in front, you're going to see like a monastery maybe a half a mile in the distance, which I'll describe better once you guys approach it. But you're also gonna see 2 wolves. 2 female wolves out hunting.
How big are they?
About wolf sized, maybe half your height.
But they don't look like big wolves. They just look like normal wolves.
Well, I don't know if you've ever fought a wolf, my good sir. Wolves are fairly big.
I know wolves are big, but they're not bigger than the average wolf.
It's not like a car or anything. But
All right.
yes, these creatures appear to be about Jeva size, maybe. On all fours,
Okay.
out hunting. Maybe one of them has a deer in its jaws. Like it would be trivial to avoid them on your way to the monastery, or you could take them out now.
Let's just avoid them.
You guys
think.
just avoid
Jabba,
them.
Jabba,
Yeah.
how many did you say were at the monastery?
Grey Pelt's got 5 or 6 wives, including me.
Hmm. Do you think we should take them out or just wait?
They bite really hard, but you can't fight them all at once, can you?
What do
Yeah,
you
we
think,
can't fight them
Kestrel?
all at once.
Do you think we should take them out while they're isolated?
Yeah, let's take them out. What does the party want to do? Hello?
The party is literally just you four, so you tell me.
Yeah.
I feel like we're not gonna have us any chance trying to sneak past them.
No,
Clang,
because the thing
clang,
is,
clang, clang, clang.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm afraid like if we sneak past them, they're just gonna come like in one like, yeah, we're gonna have to fight them all at once. If we do sneak past them,
Yeah.
so let's just whittle them down to like, yeah, one by one,
Because
or in this case, two
we're
by two.
gonna get to the monastery probably around like daybreak. And she said that they sleep during the day, but if we attack them, they're going to wake up. And then we'll have to fight them all
Oh,
at once.
yeah. So we sneak. Right?
I would personally say take the 2 out now, but I'm down with whatever you guys want to do.
Are
So
you
are
guys
we
having
going
this
to?
quite long conversation out in the open as you're discussing, hey guys, I think we should sneak up on them?
We're whispering.
Okay,
Or
well then
whispering.
fucking whisper.
I think. Are we going to kill them?
Sure. Let's do it.
Fuck, I have no fucking. I'm opposed to killing animals, but these aren't just animals.
Are wolves animals?
Yes, what the fuck? Hmm. You know what? Let's just sneak. You know what? Let's just sneak. Okay,
Let's sneak back.
let's just sneak.
Okay, so is that a yes to sneaking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, guy in super heavy plate armor. Can you roll me a stealth check, please?
Oh fuck. That's right.
I'm going to stay back.
You sure about that? They just gonna abandon the paladin?
Come on.
No, oh my god. So okay, so
Did you
halfway,
guys
like I
forget?
look back.
I think
I
he
look back
just got dropped.
and go like, I look back and see the paladin is not like it's like a few feet away from us, like it's staying put. I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm not gonna have any chance.
Fuck.
But if you
So
if
anyway,
they hear you, we'll attack them.
that's a good idea. Let's go with that.
Also, though, Kestrel left.
Kestrel left?
Oh,
Yeah, he's not in roll
Oh,
20
he left
anymore.
the roll 20. That's weird. Well, he's still here on the Discord, I think. Kestrel.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
He might be
he
AFK.
left the-
I think he AFK'd. Alright, well, anywho, I'm gonna go grab my sandwiches from outside as you guys make a plan to how to deal with these wolves.
Yeah, I would say we try to sneak past them, and we'll probably get caught. But if we do, we'll just attack.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we going to kill Greyfang?
The
Uh,
great pelt. I don't know.
That's the
Yeah.
thing too. Is if we kill the 2 wolves, we're going to have to.
Yeah.
Because
If we don't,
it's
there could be like some
possible.
diplomacy options. What?
It's possible if we just wait for everybody to go to sleep, and we just go up and show that we don't have anything. Maybe we'll be safe.
Yeah. But you also have to consider that these wolves have been hunting like innocent people, innocent and not, like, around this area.
Yeah, but that also might have been Jeba or
Yeah,
Jeffa.
that.
Is it a
The-
V or a
Fuck.
B?
Oh my god, the ethical, the moral implications of this. Jesus. I just wanted to have fun, man.
It's also completely possible that there are more werewolves.
Around here, that's true.
Yeah, because we know that Jeba killed the one lady in the basement,
Yeah.
but we don't know if it was her or a different werewolf or the wolves that are at the monastery that killed that tiefling. But I think right now we should just deal with the wolves that are at the monastery and try to get the mushrooms and also the kids that we were looking for. Jeba said that they were headed towards the monastery.
Yeah.
So we're looking for kids and we're looking for shrooms.
Yeah, so I think if we go to the
Wow.
monastery, that'll solve both of our missions that we're doing, the mushrooms and the kids. But I think if we attack the wolves, if we kill those 2, we're gonna have to kill the rest of them. If we don't, then we might have a chance of doing it diplomatically. And in the end, if it does come to a fight, we'll just have to fight him. And apparently, Kestrel, the bard, just sprinted off into the woods. Because he's offline now on Discord.
I just added him.
So, what do you guys like to do for fun?
Look.
Oh, did Kestrel disappear?
Yeah, he's offline on Discord now as well.
What the hell? Oh, well, that's inconvenient.
Yeah.
So we
Well.
might have to just end it here.
Sorry for the cliffhanger, guys, but half the party disappeared.
Seriously.
That's no fun.
Oh, that's.
I want
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't.
I want to actually finish this adventure, but we had half the party lose the first session, then half the party lose the second session.
I mean, it didn't sound like he was like super upset or anything, and like
Yeah,
left because of that.
Well, neither did the cleric, and then she disappeared.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Weird.
Huh. Well, that's
Oh.
weird. Well, it's 9 o'clock, so I guess I'm gonna go to bed early today. Shit. I hope
Yeah.
you
Really
all had
possible
fun.
that
Sorry
Yeah,
for the
I've been
I
having
had
fun.
random end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Oh, I
not
think
gonna lie. I definitely prefer 5e, just because I think it's a little bit easier. But I've definitely been having fun.
Oh, you're not a huge fan of Pathfinder, or?
I mean, I like it. Like, I'm not saying that I don't like this at all. It's been super fun.
Oh,
But
awesome.
also I think because with 5e, I've been playing with friends, like in real life friends. So I think that's just more
Fair
like.
enough. Personally, I learned Pathfinder within real life friends, so maybe that's
But
just because.
Kestrel's back.
Oh,
He said
Kestrel's
his
back.
power his power
Awesome.
went out.
Oh, let me see what he types. I'm gonna eat my sandwich. Oh,
I think it just.
Okay, so
I
okay.
think it
Well,
yeah,
means
he's
bow
going.
out.
I guess he's gone then. So sorry for the rough ending, guys, but
Yeah, I'll tell him that we'll end here.
fair enough. Hopefully, we can finish this in the future. Hope y'all had fun.
I did. I did.
I
Awesome.
love being a
Yeah.
clueless paladin.
TTYL.
Yeah,
All right.
it was super fun, guys.
Gonna eat my sandwiches
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Do you think
Good.
it's gonna
Bye-bye.
be
All right.
like the same time next week, or are we just gonna figure it out?
Hopefully. Though, actually, Mr. No, I'm just gonna keep calling you Balder because it's easier that way. Would you mind sticking around for a second?
Yeah.
I have an idea.